environment, we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Whether you are thinking of buying or selling your home, give Homefront Realty a call. We are here to be your advisor, negotiator, and facilitator in the real estate game. Homefront Realty will save you time so you can spend your time cheering on the Hawks. Call Homefront Realty at 927-2111.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
This is Jamie Vaskey from Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester. For residential or commercial plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, and top-quality Lennox furnaces and air conditioners, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street, Manchester, or call 927-2232.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Steve Moyle Masonry, a family-owned commercial masonry contractor based in Manchester. Quality is what we're about. Visit us online at smoylemasonry.com.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
J&D Catering and Suites in New Vienna provides exceptional handcrafted food, whether a cocktail buffet, formal dinner, or a themed event. Let Diane and her staff create a customized menu sure to wow your guests. They offer an extensive specialty cupcake and cake menu. Call or check them out on Facebook. Let J&D Catering and Suites set your next special event above the rest.
Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
And back into Beckman High School, Jamie Vaskey, Roger Reed back along with you as we get set for WAMAC dual action as we have West Delaware taking on Mount Vernon. Our second duel will feature Beckman and Mount Vernon. Then our final duel will be West Delaware and Beckman as we will start this first duel at 126 pounds. As it looks like for West Delaware, it's going to be Stavely Mowry will take the mat for the Hawks. As he looks like he is out ready to go. And for Mount Vernon, it looks like it's going to be Jarrah Durvo. As still waiting, is getting things lined up here.
Jamie, we're going to be wrestling JV on the mat to our left. There's quite a few JV matches, which is a good thing. So that'll be on the mat to our left. Mat to our right. That'll be our varsity matches. So we are ready to go. Jared Durbo's a junior from Mount Vernon. And Stavely Mowry, one of those fine sophomores, a good sophomore class for the Hawks. Take the mat here, and there'll be some good action here, Jamie.
Certainly will, as we are underway here. 6:10 as Stavely Mowry and Gerard Durbo starting this thing off for West Delaware. And Mount Vernon, our officials for tonight's duel are Francis Weber and Lenny Mays.
Well, Jamie, we're going to see contrasting body styles right here. You got a very tall, long, lean Stavely Mowry and Durbo from Mount Vernon. Very short, very muscular, very stocky. So Stavely Mowry will have to get on the tack and get after it here. He's working a good collar tie right now. Not a lot of pressure on the head. There's a nice sweep single. He went low, right to the laces, right to the right laces of Durbo. He's got the leg picked up. Now he's going to try to kick that back leg out. He does. He's going to sit Durbo on his backside, cover him up for the 2-point takedown. Quick stand up by Durbo. Nice tight waist and a chop by Mowry. And Durbo is going to try to cling to the outside edge of the mat. Quickly, Stavely Mowry throws a chicken wing on that right side. And a sit-up by Durbo is going to turn and face Mowry for a 1-point escape. So good action there, Jamie. That first 30 seconds of our match here.
Well, it was a nice job there by Stavely Mowry getting that, getting on that single on the leg and just able to trip him up and pick up the takedown was real big for Stavely. And now, and like you said, that action continuing to move fast with Durbo coming right back to his feet, picking up the escape. So nice job. And now Mowry back in, a nice little lift in return on Durbo to pick up another takedown.
Well, he attacked that he elbow pass to a low single, and Durbo didn't want to fight it, so he just turned in. And Mowry, as you said, Jamie, a great lift in return. That's going to right the near ankle. Hard crossface from right to left, maybe crossface cradle. 16 seconds left to go. Now a nice butcher by Mowry. Durbo's going to go to his back. Mowry may get the fall there, Jamie. 9 seconds left. The official down. There's the fall. There's the fall. 153 in the first period. Stavely Mowry gets the job done there. Picture perfect butcher. Textbook job there. Kept it tight. Rotated around the head. Posted the shoulder of Durbo so he couldn't slide out of it. And I'll tell you what, he was flat, Jamie.
Yeah, he really was a nice job, and that's what you like to see is not having getting that fall late in that first period. You knew the second period was coming. He had it locked up tight and was able to, like you said, hold on to that butcher and tighten it up for the takedown. As we're going to move to 132 pounds for West Delaware, it's going to be Ryan Phillips as he will take on Josh Haugsey of Mount Vernon. So the Hawks leading 6-0 here after one match.
Well, we've got a short break as our official is in Stavely Mowry owning the pin belt for a little bit here. And right to work at weight class 132 is the outstanding senior Ryan Phillips, doing a great job with another sweep single. Quickly puts a chicken wing in on Josh Haugsey. And I'm telling you what, he's going to crank that with a half Nelson. Could be a fall here as he's going to roll Haugsey up. He's going to tighten that up. 136. Phillips trying to get this done early as Haugsey is tied in a knot. 29 seconds, Jamie. There's the fall by Ryan Phillips. A half Nelson, a chicken wing, and he rolls Haugsey right to his back. And I'm telling you what, when that thing is tight, there's nowhere you can go.
And he just about came out of it. He was just about able to wiggle out of that. But again, Ryan Phillips, he gets it in there so tight. That half Nelson, that chicken wing, and just runs it. And I tell you what, Stavely Mowry didn't get to keep that pin belt very long.
A big 29 seconds. So now we're going to weight class 138, and we have for the Mustangs Tyler Stein taking on the
Garrett Akers.
Garrett Akers. He's listed as a 145-pounder. Jamie moving down. So Garrett Akers moving down, and he came right out and gave Jaden Payton a quick shove, and Payton backed up a couple steps and went right back into the circle, and promptly with a high crotch and switching over to a double, set Akers right on his backside for a 2-point takedown. So going right to work on a cross face from right to left. Now tight waist to sit out by Akers, and Payton's going to tie up the right side of of Akers with a chicken wing also. Now he's got to pick him up and carry him back into the mat, and we're going off the edge, so we'll get a restart. So good job by the freshman. Good start. This freshman, Jamie, as we said on Saturday, is calm and cool and collected. And I'll tell you what, I'm not sure that his demeanor doesn't change no matter who he's wrestling.
No, it really doesn't, and we saw him take on 8th-ranked Brody Roll in the semifinals from Osage, pinned him, and then went in the finals and defeated Gunnar Rogers of North Fayette Valley, who's ranked 10th in the finals, to win the Southwest Sheet title. So, and like you said, he was just straight face the entire time. No, doesn't show a lot of emotion, just goes out and takes care of business.
Well, like he's doing right now, he's got a chicken wing, and instead of running the chicken wing, he pulled Akers back over and around for a tilt, and he's going to pick up a 2 near fall. Referee's down count. He might pick up a 3 near fall. He's close to getting a fall right now. Akers is on his back, and Jaden Payton around the backside. Akers is going to have to roll through, then we get potentially dangerous, but that's going to be a 3-point near fall off the chicken wing and the tight waist tilt with that. He just rolled Akers right up, and again, Akers nowhere to go but to his back. So the Hawks looking for back points, Jamie. Again, on Saturday, they had 19 falls for 38 bonus points, and they win the tournament by 50. So those pins are huge.
Oh, they really are, and especially in a dual meet here tonight. You got a couple good teams in Beckman and Mount Vernon that you're going to go up against, and you and I have seen dual meets over the years that have that end with in those situations where you might lose by a point or 2 points, and those falls throughout the duel are so important to come out and get those bonus points.
So they are, and our first period is going to come to an end here with Jaden Payton up 5-0, and he will choose now. We're going to get a caution against Payton. West Delaware Hawks are home team on the scoreboard. And looks like Akers will ride the left side of Payton. Payton with an outside stand-up, rotates to an inside stand-up up on his feet. There's a lift and return by Akers. And nice job of Payton to split hands. He's going to turn and face Akers off and score one. He goes right back to work on that elbow pass. 2-on-1 Russian tie, cuts across to a double. Got Akers on his backside right now for a 2-point takedown. Looking for a 2-point tilt here. He was wrestling freestyle. He's up about 6 points right there, Jamie, as he had a leg lace on Akers, and Akers rolled through. And Jaden held him, did not get the 2 out of it, but held him did not get the 2 on the tilt, but got the 2 on the 2-point takedown. So in the escape and the takedown, Payton's up 8-0. Working on a major decision. Akers has to go to the blood corner. So nice job of the freshman being physical as the second period starts.
It was, and he came out, he got that takedown to start the match, and did a good job riding in that at the end of that first period. But now in a situation, gets to 1 point, and that's what I like to see, is getting that 1-point escape, working tough on the bottom. You got a 2-0 lead, you choose down and pick up an escape to start the second period. And then you dive right back in and you go right back in on your offense and get the takedown again, and was looking for near fall points. So that's what you like, that aggressiveness by Jaden Payton, and which is very rare to see in a freshman.
Well, it's feet to back, and that's exactly where he took him.
Connor Funk over here on the south mat here for the West Delaware JV, picking up the fall in the JV match, and
Hawks have not lost the match yet here, Jamie. So we've got our blood corner people out on the mat, got a couple of drops out there. We're going to get that taken care of, and Akers will go down. 1:32 left in period number 2. Jaden Payton up 8-0. The West Delaware Hawks are up 12-0, courtesy of a couple of first period falls. Tight waist near ankle by Payton, and he's going to crawl up the body, go to a tight waist, keep the tight waist, go to a chop. Now a chicken wing on the left side of Garrett Akers. And he's going to drive him forward and then look for a tilt. Let's see if he runs out or goes right back to that tilt off that chicken wing. He's going to load Akers up on a tip on his right hip. He's going to try to load him up and tilt him. Akers is going to try to sit on face Payton. Payton's going to catch him. Payton's going to catch him and slap Akers to his back. Akers will roll through. No points there. And Payton's really doing a great job tying up the hands of the senior from Mount Vernon. Now a cradle, a cross-face cradle, a tight cross-face cradle by the freshman from West Delaware. And he's got Akers. He's got Akers tight here. Let's see if he can toss him to his back. He's got 115 to work on it. He's hip to hip with Akers, still tight waist, still cradle, locked up, wrapped up. Akers trying to work some hand control and sprint and stretch and work his way out of it. The Peyton's keeping that very nicely. Now he's got Akers on his back in the cross-face cradle, and Akers is in trouble right there. The official down looking for a fall here as Peyton tries to tighten that up. And he's got Akers. He's got his right elbow in the left ear of Garrett Akers. He's going to pick up 3 on the near fall as Akers wiggle his way out of the pitting combination. 30.
I think.
What happened there, Jamie?
I think they must have gotten off.
They got off on the clock because there was 38 seconds left, and the cowboy was out swatting the official. All right. So we're going to go to the third period. Peyton up 11-0. We'll go in neutral. He's going to go right in on a fireman's carry, trying to set up a fireman's carry. There's a nice Kelly dump. Switches out to a Kelly as Akers is underhook, overhook, and he's trying to throw Peyton to his back in a pancake. There's a 2-point takedown by Peyton, and he's got to circle ahead. He's got Butcher in. Again, the Hawks are working that Butcher, right, tying up the arms of the Mustangs. There's the fall right there. 4:30. 4:30. So Ryan Phillips gets to wear the pin belt all of 4:30, and he'll pass it on to the fine freshman, James Peyton. And we're going to go to weight class 145 with Cale Meyer. And this is Mitchell Lawaji. For the Hawks, Cale Meyer. The Mustangs have 7 seniors in their lineup, so they've got some experience to go with some youth. They have 2 freshmen, 4 freshmen listed, and quite a few sophomores. So Cale Meyer taking on a very good Mitchell Lawaji here. And I tell you what, very good athlete, very quick, very explosive. And Cale Meyer's going to jump right in on a double, switch off to a single on the left side of Lawaji. He's going to back trip him. Jamie, we can tell the Hawks have been working on that little jump off that single because we saw it a lot over the weekend.
Exactly. And we're seeing it here, and, it's already to the tune of 7 takedowns that the Hawks have gotten in 3 matches. This being the 4th match now, so they've been very effective on their feet. And what I like about it is the Hawks have wasted very little time at the start of the match in getting that first takedown.
Yeah, they're in on that single, and instead of bringing it all up, fighting with the Wizard, they're going right to that quick step and dump. And Lawaji was way off balance, made it easy for Cale Meyer to dump him and cut the 2 coming off his hips. Now Meyer on top, 58 seconds left to go. He's right an inside wrist on the left, up a half Nelson on the right. Inside wrist, be careful he doesn't run back to a full Nelson. Off the inside wrist to the right, to a hard cross face from right to left. Cale Meyer's got an excellent cross-face cradle. And we saw that match last week. He's got the cross face from right to left set up. Now he's trying to run it to the left side. And Lawaji doing a great job working some hand control and getting his hips back up. So Meyer will have to go right back to the tight waist. And now he's going to go far ankle and try to bump Lawaji off his base as Lawaji's up on all 4s. And then he'll climb the body and chop the left elbow and try to take a chicken wing in on that left side. Hawks have been doing a fantastic job with the wing series, the butcher series. There goes Cale Meyer again trying to set up the crossface. Now he's out on top trying to drive Lawaji's knee to his head to his knee, and we're run out of time. Cale Meyer dominating the first period by a score of 2-0. That's not domination, but he was dominating. Jamie, you talked about that. That first takedown was so easy, and you expended a lot of energy, and you've only got 2 points to show for it.
Yeah, and then, Cale does such a good job of getting in on that takedown. But I tell you what, anytime we've seen the 2 Lawaji boys the last couple of years and how effective they are, and they're tough to wrestle. I think that situation, that was a good start and a good showing by able to ride him out the rest of that period.
Well, exactly. So Meyer will choose down to start the second, and he's up quickly to his feet, and he's going to put the hands of Lawaji, turn and face him. So there's a 1-point escape by Cale Meyer. 3-0 now in this match score. It's 18-0 in our meet score. We started at 126. We're at 145 now as the Hawks have opened up with 3 straight falls. and Kale Meyer trying to make it 4. He's got a really tough senior here from Mount Vernon in Mitchell Lawaji. Neutral position we go. Kale Meyer trying to work the inside control, inside tie position from his feet on the edge of the mat. Now he's going to circle back into the middle to make sure that shot counts. Lawaji has staggered stance. Meyer's going to go to fake to the left, shoot to the right on a sweep single. He's in deep. And Lawaji with a hard serve. And he's going to whiz it down. Meyer showing some strength here. He's going to lift up that inside knee, and he's going to back step again and put Lawaji on his backside, climb the body. He's going to pick up a 2-point takedown. Now looking for more with 5 seconds left to go. Inside wrist on the left. Trying to let the ball and chain. Lawaji gets his face back up, his feet underneath him. So Meyer will have to go back to work on another pinning combination as he's right in the left side. Very physical, Meyer controlling the arms. Now he pops over to the right side looking for a tilt. If he's got Lawaji loaded up on his hip, if he can tilt Lawaji over, Lawaji goes belly down on the mat. So Meyer will readjust one more time. They're stacked now by Meyer. He's got a ball and chain. I think he's got it set up, Jamie. He's got the right arm of Lawaji threaded through, and he snatches it with his left. Now he's trying to set up a chickering on the right side to go with the ball and chain. And Lawaji's going to lunge forward, break the grip of Meyer, and that's going to do it for period number 2.
And another win over here for West Delaware JV. Daniel Woods with a win over there, and we'll see Isaac Fettketter take the mat next for the Hawks, but again, the Hawks still undefeated here in the dual mix here tonight as the JV matches. I believe are they 3-0?
I believe they are, JV.
As Daniel Woods, that was a 15-1 major decision for Lucas Wade. So Delaware 3-1, or 3-0 in the varsity, or in the JV matches, 3-0 in the varsity as well.
Well, Lawaji's choice is going to go neutral, and he had a good shot going off. There's a 2-point takedown by Meyer. Nice job. Lawaji's choice, he took neutral. He was in on a deep shot, but Kale Meyer's got some great hips. He had a nice down block and shoved Lawaji away from him in that counter. That defensive takedown for Meyer as Lawaji in on a bad shot. Meyer will snap and spin and pick up 2. Short sit now by Lawaji. Meyer's going deep waist, deep thigh. Inside wrist, stand behind the arms, under the arms, just like to teach it, just like to coach it. Now he's got Lawaji fellas down in the middle of the mat, 7-0, trying to work on a major decision here. We'll see at what point Kale Meyer decides to cut him loose, Jamie. Coach Vaughn. Coach Vaughn, cut him loose. He's looking for more points here. There's a nice shot by Meyer, nice Kelly. He's got Lawaji to his back. Oh, boy, Jamie, not sure about that call. As Meyer got right in, went to a fireman, kept that elbow tight, got Lawaji into a Kelly, had Lawaji on his back. Our official called him off. Boy, oh, boy, that was close.
Yeah, and it was, that's that new rule, and it's going to take officials some time to get used to as well. As, there's that fine line of when you have the takedown and when you got someone and your supporting points are inside, but Kale Meyer comes out and gets a nice takedown anyway. Goes up 9-1. Now has the major decision, but you got to keep it.
Oh, exactly right. That was another nice. That was the same shot he had out of bounds. Only he pulled Lawaji in this time and made it count. Had Lawaji on his back momentarily for a 1,001 count. Couldn't quite hold him there for the 2. 18 seconds left to go. And Kale Meyer is on his way to a 9-1 major decision over very good Mitchell Lawaji, the senior from Mount Vernon. And Kale Meyer is just very tough on top, riding and grinding, and there's no place for Lawaji to go, as Kale Meyer's done a nice job controlling the hip. Nice win there, Jamie, 9-1.
That was nice major decision for Kale Meyer. Like you said, that 9-1 major decision. And what you like to see for Kale Meyer is that, not only getting the major decision, but going out and getting that takedown, that last takedown that he wanted, and coming out and getting that last takedown to get that major decision was, and Coach Voss telling the confidence in him to come out and get that major decision was really huge. As we're going to move up to 152 pounds, it'll be Andrew Lawaji from Mount Vernon taking on Mitchell Mangle to West Delaware.
Jamie, Andrew Lawaji may be one of the biggest 152-pounders. I know these guys all step on the scale at the same time, but this kid is put together, and he looks like a 160-pounder out there on the mat. And Mitchell Mangle right now got him in a headlock. They're going to snap him down, and Andrew Lawaji headbutts Mitchell and Mitchell's got to go to the blood corner there on that front headlock. Mitchell tried to bring him forward, and they think that. So let's take a short timeout. Might be a little longer timeout as Mitchell's got to go to the blood corner. Stay with us. We got more hold-by-hold actions for you from Beckman here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
You expect big hits on the field, but not on the road. So when the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Back into Dyersville, along with in-studio producer Janelle Tucker, Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back along with you as Mitchell Mangold out of the blood corner, just trying to get the mat dried up a little bit as they had a little bit of a mess with Mitchell's bloody nose, but getting it dried up, and we're going to be ready for back to action. Still no score here between Mitchell Mangold and Andrew Lodgy. The Hawks lead the dual meet 22-0. Another fall for the Hawks JV as Isaac Speckheader with a fall. As Mangold back to action here against Andrew Lodgy. Again, the Hawks leading 22-0. Stavely Mowry with the Hawks started the duel with 3 straight falls. Stavely Mowry in 1:53. Ryan Phillips in 29 seconds. Jaden Payton in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And Cale Meyer with a 9-1 major decision over Mitchell Lodgy. And now a 2-point takedown for Mitchell Mangold over Andrew Lodgy.
Jamie, that was just textbook. Lodgy came in with his head down, and Mitchell snapped him right down to the mat. And then he just blocked his, stuffed his head, blocked the arm, kept spinning around. It took him 3 times, but he covered up the hips of Lodgy for a nice 2-point takedown. Now he's working the left side again. He's got the left, he's got a ball and chain with the left arm. Chickling on the right. He's got it locked up. Great pinning combination here. Let's see if he can do something with it. As the ball and chain, the left arm of Andrew Lodgy is threaded through his legs. Now he's trying to set up the Chickling on the right side. He's going to cut him loose. Not going to cut him loose. He's going to switch off to something else as Lodgy was belly down on the mat, playing the possum. So Mitch is going to go right back to work on that bar on the series, this time on the right side. He's going to step over the right ankle of Andrew Lodgy, and now trying to set up a cross-face cradle. 10 seconds left to go. He's got a hard cross-face in from right to left. Now he's got one to his left knee, and we'll see if he can lock it up. I think he's going to run out of time. But great job there by the senior from West Delaware. Up 2-0.
And that's a good first period as he's going to head back to the blood corner. I think that nose plug of his came out, and I think he's just going to get a new one and come out on the mat, shove that nose plug back up there himself, and head back. It'll be Mangold's choice, and he is going to choose down to start the second period. Again, Hawks leading 22-0. I think it's wrong on the scoreboard. I know my math is a little, and having to jump from adding 6s to adding 4s, but it is 22-0 in favor of the Hawks.
I think 18 plus 4, Jamie, the last time I heard was 22. So, all right, Mangold with a nice stand-up. On the stand-up, Lodgy tried to slap the drive cradle, near side cradle in on him, and Mitchell having nothing to do with that. He goes right back to work after he scored down 1 point and escaped. He goes right back to work on the right elbow. The 2-on-1 Russian tie off the edge of the net. They go. And back to the center. They're going to circle in. Mangold and Lodgy doing a great job fighting hands. Heavy on the head is Mitchell Mangold. There's a sweep single by Lodgy. He's in deep. He's going to step around and spike the right leg of Mitchell Mangold. Mangold did not put a whizzer in. Now he's going to spin. He's going to spin. We got a scramble position. As Lodgy is in deep on the right leg of Mangold. Mangold stepped over the top. That's going to go to a gut wrench. And he's going to pitch Lodgy over the top of him. And Lodgy's going to end up covering the hip of Mangold for out of the scramble for a 2-point takedown. It's now 3-2. Mangold down, trying to come back to his feet, which he does as a 1-point escape. Again, the Lodgy brothers are no slouches here. This is Andrew. He's a senior also. Very physical. There's a sweep single, nicely countered by Mitchell as they kept that right leg back. He's got very quick. Mitchell has the quickest feet, I think, of anybody out there. He's just super fast, reacting. 23 seconds left to go. There's Mitchell Mangold with a stuffing spin. Blocked that right arm off and covered up the hips for a 2-point takedown. It's now 62. And Mangold up on top. And again, he feels very comfortable right there, being able to control hips. Inside wrist on the right, heavy on the hips. And that's going to do it for period number 2. So,
I want to thank Sports Director John Swisher. I kind of forgot about this, but thank you for the text message. As I forgot to mention, Mitchell Mangold signing his letter of intent to wrestle for Grandview, as Coach Nick Mitchell and the Grandview Vikings getting Mitchell Mangold's letter of intent to wrestle for the Vikings. So congratulations to Mitchell Mangold.
Well, Jamie, if he has the same success that Dean Broghammer had, we can expect to see great things. That's a great program, great room, and it's going to be a great place for Mitchell to just see what he can do. It's exciting. All right, neutral we go. Lawaji Mangold battling heads, head-butting, going at it. Now Lawaji with the 2-on-1 Russian tie on Mangold. Tries to hit a sweep single to the right side. Mangold's going to square him off. Now Mangold goes heavy on the head. He's got a 2-on-1 on the right side of Lawaji. Let's see if he can set that sweep single up. Now retied by Lawaji. And these two seniors are going at it. Collar tie, head slaps. And really working head. There's a nice snap down by Mangold. Let's see if he can cut the corner again. And back up comes Lawaji as he stays square. This time he keeps his head up. Mangold tried to stuff the head. And Lawaji did a nice job by this time keeping his head up. Lawaji working that 2-on-1. A Russian tie. He's got the left arm of Mangold controlled, and Mangold's going to square him off and free that arm. And Lawaji tries to tap and go. Mitchell's right there. There's a long shot by Lawaji. Mangold now with a pushback and right back to neutral we go. 34 seconds. Well, these guys have just been going at it this whole 6 minutes. A great match here between the two of the Walmax best. Right here at weight class 152. Now I would imagine we will see this match maybe down the line somewhere, maybe a Walmax final to the best here, Jamie.
Yeah, with only 12 seconds left to go, I think Mangold's going to get the win here. But a good effort by Andrew Lawaji here, as we mentioned, he's a big 152-pounder, and the Hawks, I believe, are going to lose their first JV match here tonight. As going to get a fall over there, but Mitchell Mangold gets a 8 to.
He picked up another takedown on the edge of the net, Jamie.
8-2, the win for Mitchell Mangold.
So that was a good one. That's a senior doing what you're supposed to do. When you wrestle another good senior, you do everything right. You put yourself in a great position, and don't get yourself out of position. Dick Casey for the Mustangs. And we're going to have Jared Voss, the West Delaware Hawks, step into the mat. And this will be another good match here. Nick Casey is another senior. Again, the Mount Vernon Mustang 7 seniors in the lineup. And this is just another one of those quality seniors in Nick Casey. And he's going to tangle with a very good sophomore from West Delaware in Jared Voss. And Casey came right out with a double underhook on Voss. Not many people have tried that. And he kind of picked up Jared and took him to the edge of the mat. We'll see if those long arms can pay dividends here like we saw on Saturday for the sophomore from West Delaware here. He's got that albatross wingspan here, and he really does a nice job using it to his advantage. High crouch step by Voss. Casey's going to block him off, and we'll have to go back to the middle as they go off the edge of the mat. 121 and counting, weight class 160. The Hawks are up 24-0. Varsity match score right here. We've got the JV wrestlers going at it to our left. There's Voss. Here's Voss on a snatch single. Couldn't quite pick up the left leg of Casey. There's an elbow pass again, right to the left side. Casey's going to square him off one more time. And Voss going to work this time on an underhook. He's got an underhook on the right side. If he can circle away and set up a high crotch off that. Or maybe a standing butcher. He's doing a great job working the head off of it. Now a front headlock by Voss. He's going to drive Casey. Thought he was going to drive him to the mat, but Casey's going to push him, circle around and push Jared off. So we will get a restart.
Yeah, a lot of hand fighting early on between these two, and you know, a lot of times Jared Voss is so good at the pressures of you know, that hand fighting and feeling that pressure, and he goes right into that little slide by that he's so good at. And a situation here where he might get that here is as that hand fighting continues, Casey giving a little bit more pressure there.
Well, you want to know when these two circle back in, look at that Jared Voss's handprints on the back of Nick Casey's shoulders. You can tell the intensity of his tie-up, Jamie. So right back to action we go. 19 left to go. 0-0. Just an outstanding match. Ankle pick by Voss. He's in deep. Casey trades over the top of Voss. Voss is going to come up the back door. Let's see, 8 seconds left to go. Let's see if we can turn this and pick up 2. Might get potentially dangerous. There's a 2-point takedown by Voss. Boy, just a really nice ankle pick. Got it deep and then had time to finish it.
And I like that. You know, you said he had time to finish it, but he made that time to finish it because it was late in the period. And we talk so often about scoring points late in periods. And you know, it drives you nuts when you give up points late in the period. But in a situation like that, Jared Voss, knowing that he had short time, saw the towel boy, did a great job getting the 2-point takedown. And now he's got the advantage going into the second period. He'll choose down.
If Casey will right the left side, there's an outside stand-up by Voss, and he rotated that inside knee, that left knee, and he comes right to a stand-up. And Casey's going to latch around his waist. Voss is going to turn and face him. He does. Now an underhook by Voss on the right side of Casey. Goes right back to work with that foot. Tries to set up a front headlock off the collar tie. And Casey's going to back away, and we're going to go right back at it in neutral position here. Casey yet to take a shot. There's a slide by Voss. I think he probably, there's a 2-point takedown by Voss. Here comes the Sladle, Jamie. We saw that on Saturday. Let's see if Voss can set it up. He's got Casey going to his back. He's got Casey on his back, and a Sladle could be a fall right here. As Voss going to set it up deep. There's the ball. There's the Voss Sladle off the Voss slide by for the West Delaware Hawk pin. And Nick Casey not happy about that at all. But, Jamie, that's just that leverage and that length by the sophomore. And when he gets that turned up, unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, it's he did a great job. Once he, like you said, he gets in there, and he's been looking for that Sladle the last couple weeks. And we saw him hit it on Saturday once, and we saw him hit it here again. This should be a good matchup here. You know, we talk about Wyatt Volker as we move up to 170 pounds, the outstanding freshman for the Hawks, going up against a very good senior from Mount Vernon and Paul Ryan. Of course, Paul Ryan made one of the most incredible football plays that I've seen this season on the last second play against the Hawks on the football field with the hook and ladder to Paul Ryan, and he made quite an athletic play, and another one of the Ryans about to graduate.
Well, I think there's been a Ryan in the lineup for like 25 years now.
I think there's a couple more coming, too.
Yeah, so he's a good one.
He certainly is. You know, we saw him tangle with Mitchell Mangold a couple years ago, and I think you told me a couple years ago when those two were wrestling, if you said, look at the feet of Paul Ryan, you didn't think him and Mitchell Mangold would be wrestling each other for too many more years. I think you kind of made the same point with Grant Hager and Ryan Phillips when they wrestled each other several times a couple years ago. Both of them have gotten a little bit bigger than the West Delaware wrestlers, but Paul Ryan, a very good wrestler. I believe a state place winner last year.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jamie, and he doesn't cut a lot of weight, and he's at 170 pounds, and he's just a great athlete. Not only a great athlete, a great kid, a great competitor, and that's what you like to see out here. The Hawks are up on the scoreboard 30-0, and we are weight class 170, where you've got an outstanding senior, and you've got an outstanding freshman from West Delaware, Wyatt Volker. These guys are going at it. And Jamie, I think it was 2 years ago, where Mitchell and Paul Ryan wrestled about 5 times during the year, and I think Mitchell had beaten him once, and Paul Ryan got the other win, so they got to the state tournament where it counted. Mitchell pulled a big win there. So when it counted, Mitchell
quite a scramble there between Paul Ryan and Wyatt Volker to end that first period. Just quite, Ryan got in on a shot, and Volker did a great job of scrambling and holding off, not letting that go to the second period.
Well, it's going to be Volker's choice. He's going to go down, and he comes right to a knee slide to a stand-up. There's going to be a 1-point advantage, and he gets the scoreboard first. So we're going right back to neutral. And again, Wyatt Volker doing a great job on his feet right now, countering another long single shot by Ryan. Volker did a nice job down blocking heavy hip. Ryan right back in, shooting to the left side of Volker. Volker's doing a great job now keeping the hips down. He's going to have to take a shot of some sort here pretty quick because Paul Ryan's been on the offense here. Our officials watching him close. 1:20 in counting, period number 2. Neutral position we are with Wyatt Volker leading Paul Ryan 1-0 at weight class 170 in one of our featured matches of this first duel. Again, the Hawks will wrestle Mount Vernon, and then they'll take a break, and Beckman will wrestle Mount Vernon. We'll bring that duel to you also, and then we'll finish up tonight with the Hawks taking on the Blazers from Beckman in our last duel, the Womack trifecta here at Beckman High School. Tell you what, Wyatt Volker giving Paul Ryan everything he wants right now in period number 2, and Paul Ryan hasn't solved the defense of this freshman yet. Wyatt working ahead, staying very good inside position, not let Paul Ryan get inside control of those elbows. There's an elbow pass by Ryan. Shoots to the right side this time. He's deep in on that ankle. He spikes the heel. That's going to be a 2-point takedown by Ryan as Wyatt Volker tried to spin and attack one of the ankles of Ryan. That's what he's doing right now. Paul Ryan in on the right knee. Volker trying to spin up on top of Ryan, trying to spin over the top and catch a heel for a scramble position. And the State Great Hip trying to freshman a 1-point escape right now with 3 seconds left. It's now 2-2 on the scoreboard. Takedown by Ryan and escaped by Volker. And that's a good referee, Jamie.
And that's what we talk about. We just got done saying, scoring points at the end of a period. And he was able to, fight off a shot at the end of the first period. And there he picks up an escape late with time winding down in the second. So great job there by Wyatt Volker to take this score, getting that takedown or that escape to tie it up going into the third period.
Well, Paul Ryan's going to choose down, and immediately he goes to a short sit, and Wyatt Volker finds himself in a crab position, and now Ryan will go to a tripod position out of the crab position. He's trying to work some hand control. Volker with the tight waist trying to keep the senior down. There's a nice deep flag by Paul Ryan. He's got to turn face off Volker for 1-point escape. Now he takes the lead 3-2 in this very hotly contested match at weight class 170. Right back to work they go. Collar tie, inside tie. Collar tie by Ryan. There's an elbow pass attempt by Volker. Tries to attack that low single of Paul Ryan. And quick feed again. One of the top athletes in the Eastern Iowa is Paul Ryan. There's a double by Volker. He's in deep. Switches off to a single. And off the edge of the net they go. That's a great shot by the freshman. In on a nice double. Cuts across to a single. There's a single. No single by Volker on the whistle. He's on his belly. He's got to get his head up. It's a scramble situation by Volker and by Ryan. Ryan's latched onto the left ankle of Volker. Volker straight on top of Paul Ryan, trying to get his left ankle and left knee out. Paul Ryan doing a great job staying tight. Volker can cut to a hard whizzer. He's got his left leg inside the right side of Paul Volker. Of Paul Ryan. Now a spin attempt by Volker. And Ryan's going to stay in between the legs. Now Ryan in between elevating Volker. Volker's going to keep a hold of the right ankle of Paul Ryan. Ryan's out going to sit back and try to finish the shot. We've got a great scramble here, ladies and gentlemen. Volker over the top. Might be a 2-point takedown. Everybody's saying, keep scrambling. I got to get up out of my seat. 12 seconds left to go. As Volker's trying to roll Paul Ryan through, he's going to try to keep turning. Now he can come out the back door. 4 seconds left. Good scramble situation. No 2 there. But what a match, Jamie Vasky. What a match. An outstanding freshman and an outstanding senior with the Paul Ryan face. It is red. It is beat red right there. He knows that he just tangled with the Tiger.
Well, and that scramble at the end of that period, or at the end of that match, was just incredible. Those two, leaving everything on the mat there at the end of that match, and both guys going out and really leaving, like I said, leaving it all on the mat. And what a scramble to end that match, where you're not sure either way how it's going to end up. And just a great job there by Wyatt Volker and Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan ranked number 1 in the state class in class 2A. Yeah. So he's a good one.
Well, I'm not sure that I've seen a scramble out of a freshman like we just witnessed there, Jamie. That was a good one. All right, up to weight class 182. The Mustangs bent the scoreboard with 3 right there. 30-3 is our dual meet score. We're going to bump up to weight class 182. And Jack Newhouse is going to take on Keenan Camerling, Jamie. We got Keenan Camerling for the Mustangs. He's a sophomore. Newhouse is the fine junior. And we're going to get a warning. We're going to get a warning against Camerling as he has been in reverse gear. He has been in reverse gear right now, and our Coach Truitt's going to head over to this table and talk to our official there. Coach Truitt's going to jump over to the table there and talk to our official about that warning. But that's that new rule, Jamie. When you are in reverse gear, you're going to get called for it. You've got to circle, and you've got to stay in great position. They want people to wrestle in the middle of the mat, and that's a good call. When you're moving backwards from the get-go, you got to find a way to move forward. 109 and counting, 0-0 in this match here at 170. 2-on-1 Russian tie by Newhouse, doing a great job working the head of Camerling. Camerling now backing off one more time. Now he circles back in. Newhouse doing a great job forcing the pressure here, using a good collar tie, good wrist control, looking for that elbow pass, and he's got good control on the right elbow of Camerling. Now a long ankle pick by Newhouse, and Camerling does a nice job keeping that right ankle back. The Newhouse is going to go right back to work on the 2-on-1 Russian tie. And momentarily had Camerling sitting on his backside, but couldn't react quite quick enough to cover his hips up. Now front headlock by Newhouse. He's got Camerling down on the mat. Let's see if he can turn that into a 2-point takedown. 25 seconds left to go. He's got his head in the hole. He's going to circle around and spike the ankle of Camerling to pick up a 2-point takedown. There's a 2-point takedown. Now he's got a drive cradle, and Camerling's going to stretch out and break the grip of Newhouse. 10 seconds left to go. And Jamie, you called it earlier. The Hawks are wrestling from whistle to whistle as Newhouse has an inside wrist to a bar. He's trying to turn Camerling over and get this thing done. He's going to run out of time. So whistle to whistle, the Hawks are wrestling tonight.
Yeah, and another situation there where Jack was able to score some points late in that period, and that's what I'd like to see is they come out. We've seen them come out and get quick takedowns. We've seen them come out and get points at the end of the period. Escapes. Wyatt at the end of the second period to tie it up. With very very little time left, and right there, Jack Newhouse getting a takedown with little time left in the first period. So. Like I said, I'm very happy with the way that they're, like we said, they're coming out and wrestling whistle to whistle.
Well, and you have to. If you're gonna, you've got a tough duel here tonight, and you've got a short, you got less than 24-hour turnover. You've got to be able to wrestle, 3 tough duels tomorrow afternoon, and then hopefully get yourself into 3 more even tougher duels on Saturday night from the Battle of that Waterloo. But you got to take a 1 match at a time in this 8-duel stretch here in 3 days. All right, off the edge of the mat, back to the middle we go. Deep waist far ankle by Newhouse. He's going to drive Camerling forward. Newhouse up 2-0, period number 2. He's going to climb the body. He's got an inside wrist on the left. Let's see if you can roll that out. Trying to set the ball and chain. He's got Camerling belly down. On the roll. There's the inside wrist. He's going to roll it out to a bar. Camerling's going to try to get his outside, his right knee up, and Newhouse is going to go to work with that bar arm. He's got it draped across the back of Camerling. Let's see if he can turn this into some points. He's got the wrist control. Now, we'll see what he's going to decide to press, whether he's going to lift it up. He's going to try to tilt. He's going to step over and try to tilt Camerling with the bar arm. He's going to put a cross body right in and open up the hips of Camerling. And Camerling on his left side, Cameron has nothing to his left to post with. Now Newhouse kicks the leg free. He's got a half Nelson on Cameron. He's going to try to drive him from right to left with a half Nelson. Cameron will look away from it, feel the half off, and Newhouse will throw the half Nelson back in. 42 seconds. So left arm with it, trying to work a pinning combination. Cameron not going to get it through that left arm. The inside stand up by Cameron, back trip by Newhouse to go off the edge.
And again, here's the situation. You're Jack Newhouse. He was looking to score at the end of that first period. Now you're getting down in the end of the second period. An opportunity. You're riding on top. Opportunity to score some points late in this period as well.
There's an outside stand up by Cameron. Newhouse tries to go deep waist, far ankle, pull the hand off the ankle. Good hand control by the sophomore from Mount Vernon. There's a tilt by Newhouse. This time he's got that. He goes right back to work on that left arm of Keenan Camerling, and we're going to get potentially dangerous right there as that bar arm went past 90, and Camerling wincing a little bit out there on the break. 7 seconds left to go in period number 2. Newhouse dominating on the mat, but not on the scoreboard, and we will get a caution by Newhouse. It's finally button, so we'll get a restart. He switches from the right side, or from the left side to the right side. There's a knee slide to a stand-up, short sit by Camerling. 3 seconds left to go as Newhouse hangs on. That's going to do it right there. Second period over in the books. It's history. Jack Newhouse hanging on to a 2-0 lead. It will be his choice going to the third period. And he will choose down. No hesitation there. Didn't even look over to the coach's corner. He knew exactly what he wanted to do.
And I think in a situation like this, he knows where he wants to be and where he needs to get a little better. And that's, like you said, wasting no time coming out and picking up the wasting no time choosing down, and he comes right out and gets the escape to go up 3-0.
And that was a very athletic move there by Newhouse as he came right up, and Camerling dropped in on the single, and Newhouse took a couple of steps forward and did a forward roll out of that single and popped his leg free and picked up a 1-point escape. Very athletic move there by the junior from West Delaware, Jack Newhouse. 121 and counting. Newhouse up 3-0. Camerling has not taken a shot. There's the first shot by Camerling. Tries to sweep single. Takes a couple steps to his left and then tries to sweep single right back to the right side. Newhouse waiting for him. Missed the mark clearly. But that was his first legitimate shot at this match. Weight class 182. Newhouse now up 3-0. There's another shot by Camerling. Newhouse with a front headlock. He'll try to keep Camerling on the mat. Camerling nothing to do with that front headlock of Newhouse, so he will back up and come right back off his hands and knees to neutral position. Newhouse once again working that collar tie on the inside. Collar tie with the right, inside position on the left by Newhouse. A retie now by Camerling. 33 seconds left to go. And we're in neutral position still. Jack Newhouse hanging on to a 3-0 lead here as Camerling tries to pick up the pace here with 22 seconds left. Camerling now in a stagger stance, leading with his right. There's a sweep single by Camerling. Again, misses the mark. Way too far away as Newhouse is clearly playing defensive right now. 10 seconds left to go. Weight class 182. And Jack Newhouse will pick up a 3-0 lead there and take the win at weight class 182. We'll take a short timeout before we come to weight class 195. Stay with us. We got more hold-by-hold action for you right from the Blazer Gymnasium here in Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KFCH.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Put a little south in your mouth at Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester. You can't go wrong with any of their melt-in-your-mouth menu options. Dine in or call ahead for carry-out. Book them today to cater your next event. Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester.
Back into the Beckman Gymnasium. Jamie Vansky, Roger Reed back with you. We're up to 195 pounds as Jordan Brees on the mat for the Hawks as he's taking on Joe Hunter. Brees, the senior, for the Hawks. Hunter, a senior for Mount Vernon, and Jordan Brees quickly out with a 2-point takedown. Hawks lead this dual meet 34-3.
Well, the Hawks are doing a great job in neutral position, Jamie. I'm not sure if guy's got a cradle locked up. He's got Hunter in a cross-face cradle. Could be a fall. Could be a fall here for the senior from West Delaware in that cross-face cradle. Hunter trying to kick out of it. 53 seconds. As Jaden Payton will have to give up the pin belt. As he wore it for a long time, 1, 2, 3, 4 matches, he'll have to give it away to the senior right now. As Brees wins by a fall, takes the senior from Mount Vernon to his back in a cross-face cradle, and he had that baby tightened up and no place for Hunter to go, Jamie.
And the 5th fall for the Hawks, as they've done a great job getting those bonus points, and plus they've got a major decision in there. So great job for the Hawks adding to that lead here now, 40-3. And at 2:20, it'll be Ben Petland for the Hawks taking on Nolan Heinrichs from Mount Vernon. As we again welcome you back into the Beckman Catholic Gymnasium here, as you're listening to high school wrestling on Eastern Iowa's Variety Station, Mix 94.7, KMCH Manchester, West Delaware, leading this dual meet 40-3. As our next duel will feature Beckman and Mount Vernon, and then we'll finish the night off with West Delaware and Beckman in the final duel of the night.
Well, we just got some great action here, and got some great action tomorrow from Waterloo, and some even better action on Saturday from Waterloo. Mr. Dana, I think we will not be calling hold by hold tomorrow.
Saturday.
We'll have some live updates tomorrow during the course of the day, so don't run away from your radio tomorrow. We have some live updates. If you don't have access to track wrestling, we'll have some live updates for you during the course of the day. So stay tuned. Great time of the year to follow wrestling, Jamie. As it's almost Christmas break. You look at the end of this weekend. The Hawks have one duel. After that, then it's Christmas break, and then look out come January. It just goes in a hurry.
Sure does. And, the Hawks will go up to Decorah next week, and they'll take on the Vikings in that single duel. Kind of always has the last few years has been that last dual meet before Christmas. And, same thing this year as the Hawks look to defeat the Vikings and, again, end their Christmas break on a high note.
Well, they certainly will. That would be the third time they've seen the Vikings, but that's okay. Always good competition when the Hawks and the Vikings get together. And regardless of any sport, it's turned into a pretty good rivalry. First period over here with from Mount Vernon. You have Nolan Heinrichs. He's a sophomore. He's taking on Ben Petland for West Delaware. And he's a junior for the Hawks. So the junior taking on the sophomore, and it's going to be Heinrich's choice. He will choose down, and Petland will ride the left side. He's going to put a cross body ride in and flatten Heinrichs out, and then flip back over to the left side, shove the elbow on the right, try to put a cross face in, and he gets a little bit of high riding. He's going to have to pull himself back behind Jamie, as Heinrichs is doing a good job with hand control. Now he's got Heinrichs belly down once again. There's a hard cross face from left to right. Makes the mark right on the right cheekbone of Nolan Heinrichs. Ben Petland trying to set up that cross-face cradle. Now he scoops the left elbow. He's got a chicken wing set up. Referee looking close. Now he's got a half Nelson with the chicken wing. Let's see what he decides to do with it. You have to bump Heinrichs forward as Heinrichs is still up on all fours. There's a cross-face, a cradle by Petland. He's going from one pinning combination to the next. Once again, he gets a little bit of high riding. He's got a cross-body ride in, and Heinrichs is going to try to pull him off the top. Got 1 minute left to go in period number 2. Petland might end up giving up a 2-point reversal here as he tries to pull himself back behind the sophomore Mustang as Ben Petland riding high and drapes himself over the top. Don't usually like to see people ride that high. They like to stay behind the arms. Now he's got a power half Nelson. He's picking up back points. No back points. Got a 1,001 count out of it. Now he's got a half Nelson. Got the cross-body riding with a half Nelson. He's trying to open up the hips of Nolan Heinrichs. Now he's got a half Nelson. He's going to keep the half Nelson in. As he's got the left shoulder of Nolan Heinrichs way above his head, trying to crank him over for some back points. And no back points there but a great ride, 0-0 on a scoreboard. Now power half Nelson by Ben Petland there. And Heinrich's going to pull his head up. I think he learned from that last half Nelson, Jamie, get his head up.
Yeah, he does. And you know, not getting that, we're going to get stalling here against Heinrichs, but a good, definitely a good first period, or that second period, of Ben Petland doing what he needed to do to continue to, work in that penny combination, and he did a great job of it there, just unable to get it turned over. Now it's going to be his choice, big opportunity to take the lead in this match as Petland will choose down.
Well, we'll see. It's 0-0, so Petland has dominated this match here, but has nothing to show for it. There's a nice knee slide to a stand-up. He's going to pick up a one-point escape, and he will dent the scoreboard for the Hawks. There's a low single shot by Heinrich, way too far away. That should be an easy down block. Should be an easy down block and a 2-point takedown for Petland. It is, as he covers the hips of the sophomore up. That goes right back to work on a hard crossface from left to right. Once again, tattoos that left cheekbone of Nolan Heinrich, and trying to lock that crossface cradle up. Heinrich now on all fours with his head down. Petland up on top, trying to work one pinning combination to the other. Heinrich is going to play the possum here in the turtle, keeping his head down and his elbows in, and that's okay with Carson Petland as he's going to, Ben Petland, as he's going to roll that left wrist out to a bar arm, nice bar arm. Let's see if he can throw a half Nelson in with it on the right side. Once again, Heinrich is going to roll that half Nelson off, so Petland will readjust the bar on the left side. If he can turn this in, he's going to try to run the Haspin off of it. Left elbow in the right ear of Heinrich. He's trying to lock that up. Let's see if he can get it locked up. They're curling the head of Heinrich. Once again, Heinrich playing defense underneath. Ben Petland driving, turning. Now he's got it locked up. Now let's see if he can turn Heinrich to his back, and Heinrich slips the arm. Boy, so what's he do, Jamie? He throws it a chicken wing. Now he's got him going to his back. He's got Heinrich going to his back. And once again, Heinrich showing some flexibility here. And Petland, after the fall, one pinning combination. I think that's the fifth pinning combination we've seen. That goes right back to work on a hard crossface. Complete domination here, Jamie, by Ben Petland. But again, it's going to be a 3-0 win on the scoreboard as time's going to run out.
Yeah, but a good win there by Petland. Like you said, we saw it in that second period. He came out, he kept working pinning combination. Wasn't able to get it, but he was able to, again, work more pinning combinations in that third period. And if you can do that and get to that point where all of a sudden you're running those pinning combinations and they're effective, and you're starting to turn guys to their back. Ben Petland's going to be very effective there.
Well, and he's got a bevy of great sparring partners and training partners in the West Delaware wrestling room, Jamie. So he will only get better as you said earlier, jumping from 170 to 220. That's a huge jump, and once he figures out what his body can do there, and with his athleticism, he's going to be a force there. Well, we got baby brother up here now at 285. Carson Petland taking on Davis. And I'll tell you what, this could be a fall right there. Carson Petland basically forearm shivered. Keaton Dennis to the mat, covered him up. We saw him do that first round on Saturday, as he basically clubbed that and right to the mat, Jamie, in a quick fall. Unbelievable. 30 seconds you had it. That was just absolutely fantastic. And the sophomore from West Delaware is figuring out what that big body can do. We saw that Saturday, and that's a short-lived Jordan Breeze, short time with the pin belt, passed it over to Carson Petland there, so he'll be able to display that for a while. So unbelievable, not unbelievable. We saw that last year at the end of the season. All right, right back to 106 now. We've got Blake Engel for the West Delaware Hawks taking on Arnie Galvin for the Mount Vernon Mustangs, and we're quickly out to a scramble position as Galvin came right to a double leg takedown. Engel draped over the top, hooked the back ankle, rolled him through, and they went off the edge of the mat. So couple of tall, lanky, long 106-pounders here. The Hawks are up 49-3 in our dual meet score, so they will win this. Mathematically, Mount Vernon is out of it. They will win this regardless of what happens. And
I tell you what, one of the things I've been impressed with so far in this dual meet, besides the 49-3 lead by the Hawks, is Paul Ryan still has the only takedown in this dual meet for Mount Vernon. And he won that match 3-2, and he got that takedown, and that one takedown was the difference on over Wyatt Volker. As Volker went toe-to-toe with the top-ranked 170-pounder in Class 2A, but, only one takedown coming into this match. I'm sure I'll jinx it, and they'll probably rattle off a few here, but that's usually how it goes. But, even if they don't, the Hawks wrestling outstanding on their feet here tonight.
They certainly are. There's a sweep single by Galvin. He's a junior from Mount Vernon, and he's got Blake Engel on his left side, and Engel's going to drape over the top of Galvin, grab that ankle, and roll him through. Off the edge of the mat they go, so we will get a restart. Straight line pressure by Engel. Galvin tries to drop in on a single to the right side of Engel. And Engel's going to whizzer and pull Galvin right back up, and we're right back to action. 25 seconds left to go. So Galvin's had a couple shots in, a couple of deep shots, and Engel's done a nice job scrambling and countering the offense of Arnie Galvin. There's a nice high cross by Engel. He's in deep. He's going to try to back trip. Galvin, he missed the trip on the dead team to the outside. Seconds to go. See if he can dump it here right now. Galvin breaks over the top. Engel's going to pop his head out, and that's going to do it. He's going to miss the dump right there. He was in deep, Jamie, and as he went to back trip and dump, his head came out, and then he lost the pressure on the leg.
He did, and that was a situation we've talked in the past. When you get in on those shots, you got to finish right away, and you can't sit for any amount of time. And when he got in there, he sat just long enough, and it allowed Galvin to kind of get his balance and keep Engel from being able to dump him or try to return him, kind of flare the legs there and get the takedown.
Well, it certainly did. Well, it was a nice one-point escape by Blake Engel as he chose down to start the second period, and he came right to a stand-up, put the hands of Galvin, and turned and faced. And now let's see if he can set up a shot. He can go right back to that little boot scoop to a single. Galvin tied up to Engel with his right. There's a tap and go by Galvin. Engel ready for it. There's another tap and go by Galvin. Engel backing up. He's going to have to circle in, Jamie. He may pick up a warning here for going in reverse gear. 1:20 left to go in period number 2. Match score is 1-0 in favor of Blake Engel. Our dual meet score is 49-3. The Hawks have put on a clinic, so to speak, here in front of a very nice crowd here of orange and black faithful. There's a nice single by Engel once again off the edge of the net. Got to make that count inside. Coach Lynn's up out of his chair saying, "Get just a little closer."
Yeah, and you can't. And that was a situation he kind of took that shot from a little ways away, and that's what you're talking about, getting closer, and especially do that, work that in the middle of the mat.
There's a tap and go by Galvin, and Engel's backing up. Now an overhook by Engel on the right side of Galvin. Let's see if he can set up a fireman's carry off of that. Engel circles back in. Now he's going to push Galvin off the edge. 41 seconds left to go in period number 2. I think if Engel came right back, like Volker did on the whistle, shoot that low single right off the whistle. But Galvin is really he's in a staggered stance, leading with that right leg. I think if Engel shoots right to the laces, he might have an opportunity to take Galvin down. Galvin likes to shoot to the right side of Engel. And Engel in a square stance here. Long single shot again by Galvin. He's doing a lot of tapping and going, but not able to get anything tight off that shot. 15 seconds left to go. Will be Galvin's choice in the first period. So I'd imagine he would take down to try to tie this thing up. 8 seconds as the clock comes down. Cowboy out. And collar tied by Engel. And that's going to do it for period number 2. The only point scored here has been a 1-point escape by Blake Engel. And Galvin's choice. He's going to go down. So Blake Engel will have to ride and turn and tilt. And we'll see what Arnie Galvin can do off the bottom here. And Engel will ride the right side of Galvin. And he's got a tight waist. He went right to a chicken wing on the right side. He's got the right arm trapped underneath Galvin. He's got a chicken wing dug in. No, Blake Engel is very good at tilts from this position. Let's see if he can tilt Gavin. Tries to run the chicken wing, and then Galvin slides that left knee up and out and around, so he'll have to readjust, try to set up that tilt, set up that wing again. Galvin finds the outside edge of the mat. Off the edge, we're on the... Galvin just slid right out there, Jamie.
Yeah, he did. You know, and this is a really important. It's a really important third period here for Blake Engel. As you know, on top, and I think he got away with a locked hands there just momentarily. But you know, you got an opportunity. You're up 1-0. They don't get, and he's going to get. I was just going to say, don't get warned for stalling, and he does as he held on a little too long. But now you got to keep that. If he comes to his feet, you can't return him. You got to let him go.
Well, you're exactly right. And Galvin did a nice job getting to his feet. So Engel, let's see, he's going to go to deep waist, far ankle. Now long switch by Galvin. Chop tight waist by Engel. Engel's going to have to take him back down to the mat. He did. No lock hands. Did a nice job breaking his hand. There's a switch attempt by Galvin. Engel's got a tight waist. He needs to drive across Galvin. And he's have a nice pinning combination there. Now he's got a chicken wing. Chicken wing on the right. Stretch through at the elbow. Let's see if he can turn Galvin, and Galvin's going to slide, flip it through.
Yeah, I mean, and he did right there. As you know, not able to turn him over in that mat in that third period. So you know, the situation here, you got 30 seconds left. Hold on. You got to hold on here if you're Blake Engel.
Yeah, and he's really riding that wrist right now. That's a good place. That's a good place to be, Jamie. Now we're going to get stalling on Galvin down underneath. Engel's got that chicken wing and not doing a lot with it, Jamie, but he's doing enough to convince the official that he's trying to set that tilt. 5 seconds left to go. He tried to load Galvin up on his hip for a tight waist tilt. That's going to do it. That's a 1-0. It's been a while since I've seen a 1-0 match. With all the Argo wrestling, yeah, with all the offense,
and at 106,
and it was 6. With all the offense that we've seen here tonight, Jamie,
we have 0.6 seconds left.
0.6. All right. I don't think I've ever seen escape in 0.6. Coach Litter now coming to the table. Not sure what the deal is. There's Coach Truitt was to the table. Coach Litter now comes up to the table. He's going to try to get a clarification here. And they're putting 5.2 up on there, Jamie, for some reason. I don't know if there was a stoppage or...
There could be an escape in 5.2 seconds.
There could. We've seen them in under 3 seconds at the state meet. Yeah. And other places. You know, so it can be done. It can be done. So our one official was talking to Coach Litter there, and there must have been a 4.3 now. 4.3. We've seen escape in 4.3 seconds before. So Blake Engel's going to have to go right back to that deep waist. Galvin's giving him his ankles. Galvin not sitting on those ankles, so that should be a great opportunity for Blake Engel to either go deep waist near ankle. He does. Galvin tries to hit a switch. And that's going to be no there. No point. Wave that off. He's going to wave that off. He's going to wave that off, JB. He's going to wave that off.
He did not. He did not wave it off.
He didn't wave it off, but he has to wave that off.
Should.
That should have been just a roll through. We talked about an escape in 4.3 seconds. Arnie Galvin tried to hit a reverse in 4.3 seconds, and Coach Litter is going over to the table there to talk with our official. And I'm not sure his argument's going to go anywhere here, Jamie, as we had the Mustang fans up screaming for 2, and the official called 2 there. So our officials aren't even. Our officials need to talk about it, Jamie, and they didn't even talk about it. Wow. Coach Payton up even. That's a 2-1 win for Arnie Galvin And Coach Payton is coming over to the table. He's asking for some clarification. I'm not sure that he's going to get it right now, as we are at the 113 pounders at the table. And Coach Payton, one of the best, before he got back into coaching, Jamie, one of the best officials in Iowa. So he knows his rule book and he knows those situations. So he's hopped back over the table asking for some clarification there. While he does that, let's take a real short timeout. And we'll be right back with Joe Farmer. Stay with us, or excuse me, Luke Farmer. Joe Farmer, he might have one match left in him. His dad's Papa. Luke Farmer, stay with us. We've got some wildly crazy action for you here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Back into Beckman, along with in-studio producer, news director Janelle Tucker, Jamie Vaskey. Roger Reed back with you from Dyersville as the Hawks leading this dual meet over Mount Vernon 49-6. We're up to 113 pounds. Luke Farmer from West Delaware taking on Lincoln Holub of Mount Vernon. They did confirm it was a 2-1 win for Arnie Galvin, as they said Galvin got the 2-point reversal as time was winding down. So as that'll be a loss for Blake Engel, and the Hawks lead this dual meet 49-6.
Yes, indeed, and that's a tough one. That'll be another tough one for Blake Engel. That's a couple of matches in a row now, Jamie, that he's had the lead in, and got to find a way to dig yourself out and come back, and you got to fight back and get yourself a win in that next duel. All right, off the edge of the mat, nice Kelly attempt there by Luke Farmer as he drives Lincoln Holub off the edge. Holub now in on a single. He's trying to lift the right leg of Luke Farmer up in the air. Farmer with a hard whizzer. This is a nice freshman here. Lincoln Holub, a freshman here for the Mount Vernon Mustangs here. Going to work on an overhook on the right side, or excuse me, left side of Luke Farmer. Farmer tries to lift the underhook and drop in on a single, and Holland's going to pull him right back up with a whizzer off the edge of the mat to go, and we will get a restart. 37 seconds left to go in period number 1. 0-0. But physical freshman for Mount Vernon Mustangs. Their physical junior now, Luke Farmer, for the West Delaware Hawks in here. A lot of good hand fighting here, a lot of good collar ties. Holub now circling in, trying to push Farmer off the edge. Farmer trying to work his way back into the circle of the mat. There's a long single shot by Farmer. He's got to head to the outside. He's going to have to cut across to a double. We'll pick that thing up. 8 seconds left to go. And off the edge of the mat, Jamie, that's a great shot, but you got to do a great. You got to either circle across to a double so that your opponent doesn't get the weight on top of your head.
Well, you do, and you know you got it, and you can't sit around in that situation. You've got to once you're in there, you know, you talk about holding the hand, trying to get that dump, but you got to do it right away. You don't want to give him an opportunity to be able to fight it off, and I think these last few matches we've seen the Hawks doing that.
Yes, indeed, and here we go. It's going to be a Farmer's choice. He will defer over to Holub, and Holub looks over to Coach Light to put him down. Luke Farmer's very tough on top, so he goes right to a deep waist near ankle and drives Holub forward, then quickly climbs the body and scoops a chicken wing. Holub's going to slide that left arm forward and break the wing, and now he's got a hold of Luke Farmer's left arm and brings it over the top of his head. Luke Farmer's going to have to pick up. Luke Farmer's going to have to pick up an inside ankle and get that left arm back. Drake's on his right side. Holub trying to free his Hollop trying to free his left arm as Hollop was sitting over the top. And Hollop's going to get one for stalling, going belly down. Not sure about that call. He was trying to work his left ankle free. But anyway, Luke Farmer's going to cast himself over from left to right. He's got a really nice ball and chain on. He's got the left arm of Hollop threaded between his legs. Let's see if he can turn that, trying to scoop the chicken wing on the right side. Now trying to set up the drive cradle on the right side. He's got a really nice ball and chain. Let's see if he can scoop a chicken wing. Guy's trying to scoop a chicken wing with 50 seconds left to go. He's got an opportunity to drive out to his back. Let's see if you can turn that into some back points. As no score here. Now he's going to, now we're going to get potentially dangerous, illegal. Boy, what happened there? I'm not sure about that, Jamie, but he called Luke Farmer for an illegal hold there. He had a ball and chain. There, Jamie. And our referee's going to call him for an illegal hold, and I don't know what the illegal hold was, as he's had the left arm of Hollop threaded between his legs and was digging the right arm. And Coach Litter now and Coach Voss up looking for an explanation here. So they are both befuddled as we look at both of them. Coach Voss with his hand on his hip and shaking his head, and I'm not sure what's going on, but anyway. Coach Litter now asking our official to talk to Luke Farmer to clarify that, and I'm not sure what that illegal hold was. Well, I'll be anxious to talk to them, Jamie, and see what the skinny is there on that illegal hold. But that's a solid right by Luke Farmer, and he's going to get penalized for something.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was either, but he's going to trail 1-0 here. So now Luke Farmer's got himself in a little bit of a hole here, down 1-0 as we here in the middle of the second period.
They're going to get a caution against Hollop for starting before the whistle. So Hollop now has a warning, has a caution. Jamie, this dual meet was breezing along pretty quickly, and then all of a sudden, not sure if the Mustangs have decided that it's time to step up to the plate and wrestle here a little bit. Nice stand up by Hollop. He's going to score a 1-point escape as he puts the hands of Farmer. He's going to turn and face him, and it's going to be 2-0. So Luke Farmer will need to 21 seconds. He's got time for a shot here. He's going to have to find something. Elbow pass attempt by Farmer. Let's see if he can make that count. Dagger sense by Farmer is going to lead with that left leg. Tries to attack the right leg of Lincoln Hollop. And he's going to keep that right leg back. 4 seconds left to go. 2-on-1 now by Hollop. And it will be Luke Farmer's choice to start the third period. And I'm sure he's got to go down. Got to get right back to center. Thought he had some neutral time left. But he will certainly go down here. And Hollop will ride the left side. And there's the whistle. And a knee slide by Farmer trying to go to a stand-up. And Hollop's going to bump him back down to his hands and knees. Again, 2-0 match score here, 49-6 dual meet score. Starting at weight class 126. We're going to end at weight class 120 with Evan Woods. So Luke Farmer trying to get to his feet. Spiral ride by Lincoln Hollop as he's in the deep side with his right underneath the left arm. Now he's got a cross body ride in on the left, power half Nelson on the right. Trying to turn Luke Farmer to his back. Farmer's going to try to roll through. Scramble situation now as Lincoln Hollop's got his hips down. Let's see if Farmer can shake him off here as Hollop. Why did we stop it there? Now we're going to get one green.
He went
figure four.
Yeah.
With a figure four on the body.
Or no, I think he had a full Nelson, and he was trying to turn him over in that power half, and I think he went full Nelson.
Oh, okay. Anyway, now it's 2-1. So Luke Farmer's in a good situation here now, Jamie. Long switch. Needs a 2-point reversal here to take the lead. Or a 1-point escape now will tie it. And a takedown's going to win it. 104 left to go. Short sit now by Farmer. Hollop now under both arms. Now it's going to be a 1-point escape by Farmer. We're tied up at 2s now. We're tied up at 2s. No takedowns by anybody here yet. It's been a penalty point for both wrestlers and an escape by both wrestlers. We're knotted up here at 2s with 49 seconds left to go. Luke Hollop on the Lincoln Hollop now on the attack. And Luke Farmer now trying to set up a high crotch. But a good shot if he hit that hard, Jamie. He's got an underhook on the right side of Hollop. And kind of took a half shot. He hit that full. That'd have been a great shot.
It would, and you really got 35 seconds here to hit one good shot. I was going to say set it up, but you can dive in like he is there, but you got to finish right away. You can't sit.
Well, he's got that single, and Lincoln Hollop is straight over the top of Luke Farmer. Farmer's got to pull his head out here, Jamie. As Hollop is right there's a 2-point takedown. Not sure that was 2, but he gave him 2. As Hollop still had the wizard in. Now we've got a 1-point escape by Hollop. It's 4-3. It's 4-3 with 8.7 seconds. So Luke Farmer's got to really fight here. 5 seconds left to go. There's a long shot by Hollop. 5-3. There's a 2-point takedown, Jamie. And 2-point near fall. Right at the whistle again. And Luke Farmer's going to lose this match. Boy. 2 right at the end of the match. And we'll bite our tongue. We said the Hawks were wrestling from whistle to whistle earlier, and they lost a couple of matches there right as time expired, and those are the worst ones in the world to lose.
Yeah. You hate giving up those points. You were right in it. You had a lead, and, unfortunately, he gave up that late takedown and 2 near falls. So I don't know. That score couldn't have been right because he did give 2 near fall. So it should have been 7. Because it was 3 to 1, 3 to 2, right?
Yep.
So 2 and 2 would have been 6 to 6.
Luke Farmer was at 3 to 2.
3 to 2. So 6-3 should have been the final score.
So that was on the weight class 120. We got Evan Woods up. He's taking on Ryan Clark, and Ryan Clark is a really good wrestler here. So we got two really good wrestlers.
And these two wrestled each other twice last year. Once in the duel, it was a Ryan Clark 7-3 win. And then, of course, they wrestled at the state wrestling meet last year, and it was a 14-1 major decision for Ryan Clark. So he is like you said, he's a really good wrestler.
And you're going to check on the rankings for it. There's a nice single by Woods. Let's see if he can pull the left leg up. He's ranked number 6. So tough cat here at weight class 120. And he's a physical wrestler also. So we're going to end this duel. There's a long sweep single by Clark, nicely countered by Woods. So this is going to be a good check on see how much Evan Woods has improved from year to year here, wrestling a familiar opponent. Front headlock by Ryan Clark. Evan Woods doing a nice job keeping control of the elbow. Clark's got a windmill out of it. He covered the hips up of Woods to pick up his second takedown. He'll go up 4-1 in our last duel of this, our last match of this duel. And if you're just joining us, we're back at the high school for a Womack trifecta. And of course, we've got the host Trailblazers, and we've got the Mount Vernon Mustangs along with West Delaware Hawks here in Eastern Iowa Womack Wrestling Action. There's been wrestling all across the state. Jamie might have some scores some other areas of schools here in just a little bit. 3 seconds left to go. Clark up on top of Woods, controlling some arms. And that's going to do it for period number 1. 2 takedowns for Ryan Clark, 1 escape for Evan Woods, and Clark's choice, he will go down to start period number 2. And it looks like Evan Woods will ride the left side of Clark. Let's see what he decides to do. Mount Vernon not sitting flat on their ankles. They've got the toes curled under. You haven't seen that for quite a while, but they've been very effective with it. 1-point escape by Clark because he's going to stand up and turn and face Woods, and Woods is going to shove him loose. And Clark comes right back to the back of the neck of Evan Woods with a hard collar tie. And Woods goes that stagger stance, leading with his right leg. Clark in a very square stance. And there's a nice boot scoop by Woods. He's in deep on a single. And Ryan Clark showing some strength here with a hard wizard. There's a reshot by Clark. Clark shows he goes to the far knee and drives Evan Woods back over his hip. And he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown. So Ryan Clark, very physical here, Jamie, at 120 pounds.
Yeah, he really is. And, we saw that. We've seen that the last couple of years. I mean, a couple of years ago, and for him to be a senior and wrestling at 120, we've seen him at, 113 the last couple. I think he started at 106, so he's kind of made that jump the last couple of years is 106 and 113, and now 120.
Well, evidently he spent some time in the weight room because he's a very muscular, got a very muscular build here for 120 pounds. One of the bigger ones around that we've seen. Now, long shot by Wood, the snap and spin by Clark. Clark will pick up his fourth takedown here of this match. Now it's 9-2. So Mount Vernon trying to go 3 straight to end this duel. The win at 106, a win at 113, and now trying to make it a win at 120. 49-9 is our dual meet score. If you're just joining us, Ryan Clark out wrestling at weight class 120 for the Mount Vernon Mustang, up on top of Evan Woods, 9-2. I'm telling you what, Evan Woods is a solid wrestler, and Ryan Clark ranks number 6, showing his physicality. Good choice. He's going to go down. He can try to pick up a 1-point escape and take. It's not a major decision yet. It's 9-2, and he's going to get a 1-point escape. So we're going to neutral. So it's 9-3, and we're back in neutral. And we'll see if Woods has been in on some great shots. Just the fact that Ryan Clark has some really heavy hips. And Jamie, you know the guys with heavy hips before, and you get in on a shot, and it's just like lifting a lead weight.
It is, yeah, it is. And it's those guys, and they come in there, and right away the second you get in there, and you said I've wrestled him. You get in there. In my situation, it's like, oh, now what do I do? Because you try getting it, you take so much energy just to get it off the mat, and if you do, then you got to figure out what you're going to do with it.
There's a long shot by Clark. Snap and spin attempt by Wood. Reshot by Wood. Snap and spin attempt by Clark that hits the mark. That'll be another takedown for Ryan Clark as he goes up now 11-3, working on a major decision. This will be the first bonus points for the Mustangs. With 109 left to go in period number 3. This is first duel of our night here. Our second duel will be the Dyersville Beckman Trailblazers taking on the Mount Vernon Mustangs here. Again, the format usually is the team that is the farthest away driving will wrestle the first 2 duels so they can get on the road a little bit earlier. There's a nice switch by Wood. Let's see if he can make it work here. Re-switch by Clark. And Clark is going to latch onto the left leg of Evan Woods and stop Woods from hitting the switch. 35 seconds. We'll get a stalemate right there. Evan Woods going to take a peek at the scoreboard. Keeps himself down 11-3. Needs an escape to take the major away. And again, Jamie, that's really important.
It is. And, you talked about maybe getting giving up this be the first bonus points at the end. But if you can take it away and get a point here, not let them go a whole duel without bonus points, that would be huge.
It certainly would. Woods is going to try to pick up a switch. 19 seconds left to go. Counter with the deep waist by Clark. Woods now trying to hit a short sit. And Clark's going to be content just to control an inside wrist. Deep thigh ride. 7 seconds left to go. And Evan Woods is going to lose this match 11-3. The Hawks are going to win up 49-13. We're going to take a short time out here. Jamie's going to add up the facts and figures here, and he'll come back with his recap. You won't want to miss that, so stay with us. We'll take a short time out. Jamie will be back with his recap. You're listening to Hold by Hold action right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station 94.7 KMCH.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech in your world with technology.
West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent, all with no hassle and a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact your local West Bend agent, Eric Smith, at Parrott Insurance in Manchester at 927-2791.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Whether a door needs replaced or building a new home, let S&R Construction of Masonville take care of you. S&R Construction is the expert in home improvement projects, gutters, siding, garages, remodeling, new home construction, and more. Call Steve Fetland today at 319-361-0638 for a free quote.
Are you an athlete or physically active in your free time? Even active people can have muscle tightness and joint pain or even experience the occasional injury. Regional Medical Center physical therapy treatment and prescribed exercises can help you recover faster, reduce injury, and build strength and stability. Call RMC Therapy Services today so you can get back into action as quick as possible. 563-927-7322.
Bolichek's Landing, downtown Delhi. Open 7 days a week. Friday night buffet, Saturday night prime rib, and enjoy breakfast every Sunday from 9 to noon. Bolichek's proudly supports all area athletes and coaches.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as great incentives at taukemotors.com. If you are looking for a new pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Back into Beckman High School. Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back along with you as first duel in the books. West Delaware victorious 49-13. As we started at 126 pounds, it was Stavely Mowry of West Delaware, the 120 pounder, picking up a fall in 1 minute 53 seconds as the Hawks went up 6-0. At 1:32, it was Ryan Phillips with a fall in 29 seconds, put the Hawks up 12-0. At 1:38, it was Jaden Payton with a fall in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. That gave the Hawks an 18-0 lead. At 1:45, it was Cale Meyer with a 9-1 major decision over Mitchell Luwaji of Mount Vernon, as that put the Hawks up 22-0. At 1:52, Mitchell Mangles with an 8-2 win over Andrew Luwaji. At 1:60, it was Jared Voss with a fall in 2 minutes and 46 seconds over Nick Casey. At 1:70, the matchup of the night here, it was Paul Ryan with a 3-2 win over Wyatt Volker of West Delaware. So 3-2, the win for Paul Ryan, top ranked in Class 2 over Wyatt Volker of West Delaware. That was Mount Vernon's first win of the duel, making it 31-3. Jack Newhouse made it 34-3 with a 3-0 win over Keenan Tamerling. At 185, it was Jordan Brees with a 53-second fall over Joe Hunter. At 220, Ben Petland with a 3-0 win over Nolan Henricks. At heavyweight, Carson Petland with a 30-second fall over Keaton Dennis. At 106, it was Arnie Galvin of Mount Vernon with a 2-1 win over Blake Hingle. At 113, it was Lincoln Holla with a 6-3 win over Luke Farmer. And at 120, it was Ryan Clark with an 11-3 major decision over Evan Woods of West Delaware, making the final team score 49-13. In that dual meet, it was West Delaware with 20 takedowns, Mount Vernon with 7. One major decision each for each team. and West Delaware had 6 falls. Mount Vernon was 0. And West Delaware won 10 matches, Mount Vernon winning 4 in a dual meet that lasted 1 hour and 28 minutes. And Roger, that's a good start for the Hawks here tonight. Coming out and getting the dual meet win, but some of those things there's still things you can find to work on, especially some of those late period points that the Hawks were giving up, especially in those last few matches.
Well, that's 2 matches, Jamie. You're ahead with under 5 seconds left to go. Those are the ones you got to win, because those are the ones that are going to be the difference in wrestling Saturday night, and the Battle Waterloo, and wrestling Saturday morning. Some of those duels are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 point duels. So you got to, when you're ahead with 5 seconds left, you got to know the situation, and you got to know what's going to beat you, and you got to stay out of those situations, and you got to win those matches that you're ahead in. And a learning lesson tonight. For the freshman Blake Engel, learning lesson. Keep wrestling to the finish. Keep wrestling to the finish. And Luke Farmer, same thing. What's going to beat you? You're ahead by 1. What's going to beat you? It's going to be a 2-point move. So give them 1, don't give them 2, and you're still in the match.
Absolutely. As I tell you what, either way, it's a good start for the Hawks. And that's what you got to have here, especially in the WAMAC Conference. So we are going to take a short break. I'm not sure how long they were going to break for here, as we're going to have Beckman taking on Mount Vernon coming your way in just a minute, as I think they'll give them a couple-minute break here before we start this second duel between Beckman and Mount Vernon, and then we'll wrap it all up here tonight with West Delaware taking on Beckman. That all comes your way next. You're listening to High School Wrestling right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Hurry down to Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester today. Enjoy the best margarita around on their patio facing the Whitewater Park. Rio Blanco features daily specials and a kids menu too. There's something for everyone at Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
No one can win a game by themselves. At F&M Bank, our team works together to achieve the ultimate goal, exceeding client expectations. F&M Bank is a proud supporter of all local sports teams. F&M Bank, the right choice in Manchester, Cedar Rapids, Anamosa, and Monticello. Member FDIC.
The KCRG TV9 First Alert forecast. Any isolated showers and early. We're looking at decreasing clouds with the possibility of a little patchy fog overnight. We're down near 24. Sunny skies tomorrow, a high near 40. Clear skies tomorrow night, back to 20. Winds north 5 to 15 tonight, north at 5 to 15 tomorrow. Sunshine Saturday, we're up near 45, 43 on Sunday. I'm TV9 First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Joe Winters on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Manchester, I'm looking out for what matters to you. Even when nothing's wrong, this is Tad Mormon, agent. Call me at 563-927-3586, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon agent, 106 East Main Street, Manchester.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
This is Sarah from It's So Me Boutique in downtown Dyersville, inviting you to stop in, look around, and let us assist you in finding the perfect outfit for any occasion. We offer fashion-forward trends for women, including plus sizes, baby clothes, shoes, and fun accessories to complete any look. It's So Me Boutique in the heart of downtown Dyersville. And check out our Facebook page.
Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Hello, this is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence. We are proud to support local school programs. So if you are looking for a new Chevy, Buick, or certified used car or truck, or just want to stop and say hi, stop in. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence.
Clayton Drug supports all the area athletes and coaches on a successful season. Stop in and visit with one of their pharmacists today and be sure to check out their large selection of home decor and gift items. Clayton Drug in Strawberry Point, a local pharmacy you can trust.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply Better Banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
And welcome back into Beckman Catholic High School. Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back along with you as we get set for our second duel here at 7:52. West Delaware defeating Mount Vernon 49-13. And we're underway here at 100, starting this duel at 132. It's going to be Nick Hageman of Beckman as Hageman taking on Josh Haugsey of Mount Vernon.
Well, we'll see if Mount Vernon can... they finished on a roll against West Delaware, winning the last three matches. We'll see if they can start a little bit hotter than they started the last one. We'll see if Beckman has watched and learned and figured anything out. This Hageman, he's in a snap and spin. Haugsey was in a low single shot. Hageman's got to snap and spin and cover his hips up and pick up two. And he's got a chicken wing on the left side of his own and inside wrist on the right. So let's see if they can turn some back points and pin Haugsey with that chicken wing. Haugsey doing a good job rolling the wrist out, punching that left fist forward. As Hageman tightens up the wing, Haugsey up on all fours. Now here comes a cross body ride by Hageman, and we got a banana split attempt off the edge of the mat. Beckman with the cross body ride. That's something that they like to do, and they're very effective with it. So we'll see if they can tie the Mustangs up. 1 minute in this first period. There's a cradle by Hageman. He's got Haugsey probably going to his back. As he's got it inside, he's going to roll through with it, and Haugsey's going to slip the arm. Might be a two-point reversal here by Haugsey. No, it's going to be a one-point escape. That should be a one-point escape right there, Jamie. There's a one-point escape.
It will be now, but a great job there by Hageman, feeling that he was in trouble there, and he did a great job of letting go and getting out of that because he was about to give up a two-point reversal, and very wisely tried to circle around front and only gave up the one-point escape.
Well, he had that cradle in so tight, I think he thought Haugsey was just going to roll through on him, and Boyd did a nice job bailing out of it. There's a 1-point escape by Housey. Now a nice snap and spin by Hageman. He's going to put the crossbody right in on the left side and go right back to work on that banana split there. And Housey's going to have to go belly down inside wrist. Belly down now as Hageman tries to scoop the left arm. Now hard cross face by Hageman. No back points there. He's got Hogsy going through his back. No back points there. He has 1,001. No points as Hogsy went shoulder, exposed his shoulder blades, then rolled back to his stomach 3 times, and Hageman got 1,001 count each time. Housy's going to defer over to Hageman, and Hageman will choose down to start period number 2.
Yeah, great job there. Great first period by Hageman, coming out and getting that 2-point takedown, and then, like you said, got him in a little bit of trouble, gave up the escape, but went right back in and went to work on his feet, got another takedown to go 4-1 into the second period.
Well, he's going to go up here 6-1 here. He's working on a 2-point reversal. Now drive cradle. Drive cradle by Nick Hageman. Let's see if he can turn Hogsy to his back. And Hogsy's going to break the grip of Hageman. So he'll put the crossbody right back in on the left side. He's had great success with it. And controlling out hard crossface by Hageman from left to right. He's going to try to throw Hogsy on his back. Should be 1,001. There's count back points right there. He's going to pick up at least two on the tilt. 2-point near fall. The referee's not going to award it yet. There's a 2-point near fall right there. So it's 8-0 right now. 8-1 in favor of the sophomore from Beckman. Nick Hageman doing a great job up on top, being physical, riding tight, staying behind the arms, controlling the hips, and Jamie, everything you want to do when you're on top. Nick Hageman's doing a great job.
He really is, and just from coming out and getting the reversal to start this period to adding a couple near fall has done a great job. He's got that banana split locked up right now, looking to add to that a little bit with 40 seconds left.
And up on top, as Hageman rolls through, as Hogsy rolls through and kicks the leg free, so Hageman will readjust. Going to kick the leg out, and now he's going to kick it back in and go to a power half knuckle on the right side. Housy's doing a great job now with hand control, so Hageman says, that's fine. I'll go right back to that banana split. I'm going to pick up 2 with it, as he's got Hogsy. He's got Hogsy going to his back. Now he's going to adjust. He's got Hogsy 12 seconds. Might be a fall right here. A referee looking close as Hageman, there's the fall right there in 3:54. Nick Hageman will put the Blazers up on the scoreboard with the second period fall. And he just did a nice job controlling hips there, Jamie, with that cross body right.
He really did. And start to finish, just did a great job of having controlling that match from start to finish. As we're going to see Mason Raker up for Beckman at 138. And Garrett Akers for Mount Vernon. But back to Hageman, just a great job start to finish. Getting the first takedown, and again late in that period, only 6 seconds left in that third or that second period, picks up a fall.
Well, that's probably going to be our tone of the night now, Jamie. That's scoring a lot of points at the end of the period, but as you said, it's whistle to whistle. There's Garrett Akers with an ankle pick. He might have a 2-point takedown on Mason Recker. Mason Recker doing a great job. He's going to sit out and face him. As he does, Garrett Akers is going to cover his hips up. He's going to snap and spin one more time, cover his hips up for a 2-point takedown. So Akers will go up 2-0 off that ankle pick. Almost a defensive takedown by Raker, and then Akers came back to life there, blocked off Raker, and got a 2-point takedown of his own to go up early 2-0. There's a cradle attempt there by Akers, nicely broken there by Raker. Raker now up on all fours, comes to his feet, working on a standing switch. And there's a 1-point escape there, 2-1 now. Nice hand control by the sophomore from Beckman Catholic. Dagger stance by Raker, going to drop in on a single, head to the inside single on the right side. Hard whizzer by Akers. And Akers is going to pull Raker up out of the leg, and they're back to neutral. Raker will keep the underhook in on the left side of Akers. Akers now has to do a whizzer of his own as Raker drops in on a single. And off the edge of the mat they go. So nice job by both wrestlers here on the attack mode. on the attack mode. Back to the center of the mat we go. 22 seconds left to go, period one. This is our second duel of the night here between Beckman Catholic and Mount Vernon. West Delaware was victorious over the Mustangs to start our night off. And Beckman Catholic trying to win their duel here. 4 seconds left to go. Akers in on a deep shot. Double. He's got his head strapped between the legs of Raker, and our time's going to run out. As he was over the top, hooked the ankles, but couldn't quite hit the go behind as Akers held onto his left ankle. So it'll be Raker's choice to start the second period. He'll choose down, and Akers will cover the left side. Garrett Akers is listed at 145. He's a senior for the Mustangs, one of the 7 seniors in the Mustangs lineup. So he's up on top, right in of the left side of Mason Raker. Raker trying to work some hand control. Now he's up to his feet. There's a lifting return by Akers. Roll attempt there by Raker. And Akers throws a half Nelson in, so Raker's going to have to peel the half Nelson off so he doesn't get thrown to his back. And he does. And right back to referee's position we go with Mason Raker in weight class 138 taking on Garrett Akers from Mount Vernon. Akers now riding tight waist. Tripod stand up by Rakers, up to his feet, trying to work some hand control. And Akers will pick him up and carry him off the edge of the mat. So we'll get a recharge.
Yeah, no,
good hand fighting here, James.
It is a good hand fighting, but for Mason Raker, you gotta come up here right off the whistle, and now we're gonna get caution on Akers. But you chose down to start the second period. You got to get some points out of it. If you're Garrett or if you're Mason Raker here, as just about you might catch him in trouble. It's going to be an illegal headlock, or should be an illegal headlock, because he doesn't have an arm.
Doesn't have an arm, so that's still legal, Jamie.
Oh, it is.
It is legal without the arm. Okay, that's going to be a 2-point reversal by Mason Raker. Now he's got the arm. Now he turns the headlock into a legal headlock, and Akers is fighting for his life underneath. Mason Raker up on top trying to curl tight. Garrett Akers is going to get his hips back up and try to come out on top, but Mason Raker still got the headlock, and he's got it in tight. 35 seconds left to go. He's going to pick up a 2-point reversal and a 3-point near fall as Akers trying to roll him through. Now Akers trying to fight on the back, and there's going to be the fall in 3:33. Well, that's a nice comeback by Mason Raker after being down, Jamie. Happened to catch Garrett Akers as Akers got high with the cradle. Turned it into 6.
And I think he did. And, he did a good job as took advantage as Akers got high, like you said, and just wasn't able to hold on, and Raker took advantage of it and got the fall in 3:33 to put the Blazers up 12-0.
Well, that'll send us to weight class 145, and we have Grant Hager, one of the fine seniors in this Beckman Catholic lineup. He's going to be taking on Mitchell Lawaji. Well, this ought to be a great match here against 2 of the Walmack's finest here at weight class 145. Grant Hager and Mitchell Lawaji both filling out those singlets at weight class 145. There's a long shot by Lawaji, in deep. Nice counter by Hager as he went to a down block, got his hips back and down and away from Lawaji. So Lawaji's going to have to go in reverse gear and back out. And that's fine with Hager as he'll shove Lawaji off the edge of the mat on the far side, and we'll have to go back to the center and get a restart with 1:08 left to go. Long single shot by Lawaji. Nice quick beat by Hager as he avoids that low single, that John Smith single shot right at the top of the laces. And a quick feet there by Grant Hager to avoid being snatched to a single. 46 seconds left to go. Period number 1. Blazers are up 12-0. And the watch in on another shot. Grant Hager making himself long. Hager's got about a half a head, maybe a whole head taller than Lawaji. So he's got some length and leverage. Lawaji trying to use his short stockness to try to dent that defense of the senior from Beckman, Grant Hager. 7 seconds left to go. Collar tied by Lawaji. Retied out by Hager on the outside. On the outside of the arm of Lawaji is Grant Hager. Now Lawaji will back out. And as he backs out, he's going to drop right in on a single. And he's got Grant Hager elevated. Hager's going to have to fight like crazy. 7 seconds left here as Lawaji in deep on the single. Up on top is Hager trying to fight out of it. And that's going to do it right there as the team from Beckman fights out of that deep shot.
And we saw that in a match earlier, that scrambling at late in a period. And he did a great job of, like you said, fighting out of that deep shot by Lawaji at the end of that period and keeping it to a 0-0 score.
Well, so it'll be Lawaji's choice. He will choose down to start period number 2. And I would imagine that cross-body ride's going to come with Grant Hager. Let's see if he can block off Lawaji. And he's going to go with an inside wrist. Nice inside wrist by Hager. That's going to go on a tight waist tilt. He's got an inside wrist on the left, tight waist on the right. Tried to load up Lawaji on his left hip and killed him for 2. Got a 1,001 count, but Lawaji rolls back through to his face. Now Lawaji working, fight some hand control. As he does, Hager goes to a double inside wrist. Lawaji rolls out the right wrist. Hager's going to keep the left wrist. Now he's going to load Lawaji back up on his hip. It's another 1,001 count before Lawaji rolls out of it. Grant Hager doing a great job tying up that left side of Mitchell Lawaji. He's a senior. Now there's a tilt by Hager. He's going to pick up 2 off of that. He finally got Lawaji loaded up on his hip and blocked off the roll through with his right leg and held him for the 2 count. That's just a solid job by the senior. And that's that mat experience, that senior level experience going at it right here. There's a sit out turning now by Lawaji. Tight waist by Hager. 43 seconds left to go. Now a short step by Lawaji. And a nice job by Hager to stay behind the arms, under the arms, and he's going to drive Lawaji back down to his chest. Now double inside the wrist once again by Hager. They're doing a great job dominating on top is Grant Hager. Working an inside right, inside wrist. Now we're going to get stalling against Lawaji. They're going belly down as Hager's trying to open him up. There's a tilt again. Tight waist tilt by Hager. Tight waist with the right, inside wrist with the left. He's trying to load Lawaji up on his hip. And 7 seconds left to go. And it's going to be a 2-point lead going into period number 3 for Grant Hager. So, Lawaji took down there, Jamie, and Hager rode him out for 2 minutes.
Yeah, he did. And, he did a so now you're sitting here. Now you got to go to the third period with a 2-0 lead and you got that opportunity to get away here.
And you got to go. I like what you say, Jamie, all the time, the difference about your phone. I like what you talk about, whether you sit on the lead, you protect the lead, or you build the lead. You do a good job, talking about that. And when you're down, when you're ahead 2-0, then you just got to keep building the lead, especially when you're dominating the match.
Yeah, exactly. And right here, he's gonna opportunity to pick up a 2-point reversal. He's gonna get it, and that's building that lead. And great job there by Grant Hager. And you come out here a senior. That's something you would expect to see out of a senior.
That's exactly right. On senior parents night here at the Beckman gymnasium here, and Grant Hager trying to go out in style in this first duel. He's up 4-0 with 1:07 left, and again goes right back to work on that left side. He's got a tight waist with his right, inside wrist with his left. He's trying to curl it out to a bar. Lawaji's going to roll that left wrist free. He's going to roll the left wrist free, so that's fine with Grant Hager. He's just going to go right back to work on the left side, trying to roll that inside wrist out to a bar. And Lawaji's got to be thinking right now that this I chose down. I couldn't get away. Now I'm down again, and I'm just having trouble. So Coach Light over in the corner there, nothing to really say, Jamie. You got to have hand control, but you can't because Grant Hager's doing such a great job controlling hands and hips.
He is, and right now you talk about heavy hips. As Hager, he's working those inside wrists and those bar arms on both sides, and he's doing another side, and at least, he is working, but you're showing the official that you're working by what he's doing down there and riding on top, and it's going to get him a 4-0 win.
Well, that's very, very solid very, very solid win there for Grant Hager over a really good wrestler. So again, two of the Womack's best seniors right there, Grant Hager and Mitchell Awaji. And Hager will come up with a nice 4-0 win there, and showing his strength right in on top.
We're going to move to weight class 152. We're going to see Andrew Luwaji to mat. See Andrew Luwaji, and for Beckman, it'll be Ty Fangman, a freshman for the Blazers.
Well, Fangman's got he's got his work cut out for him here, Jamie. You're a freshman stepping in at 152, but there's a sweet single. Oh, no points there. Boy, oh boy.
Nice job there by Fangman fighting out of that.
That was a good job there. We saw two given earlier, a little quicker than earlier in our last duel. As Awaji was in deep. A nice job by the freshman. Nice job by the freshman to fight out of that deep shot. And I'm telling you what, he got his hips back and his laces down and was long and did a great job. This is another sweet single in there by Awaji. And Fangman using his length. He is long and lean here at weight class 152. Beckman Blazers up 15-0 in our dual meet score. Underway at weight class 152. There's a high crotch by Awaji. Going to cut across to a double. Fangman with an underhook. Got to be careful there. And he bailed out. That's a good job by the freshman. He bailed out. A lot of times, Jamie, a youngster will keep that underhook. And then by the time he gets set on his backside, it's too late. And then he ends up getting pinned.
Yeah, and he did a great job, as you said. But now you've got to keep working here. If you're Ty Fangman, as you got yourself on your back, I believe he just gave up a 3-point near fall. So you got to keep working up here. As you got Luwaji's doing a good job with that bar arm across the back, but you got to come up to your hips here.
Well, you do, and right now, Ty Fangman's going to go to his back. There's the fall right there in 136. 136. Ty Fangman will lose by fall right there to a very tough Andrew Luwaji. So, what happens more than Jamie when you get up in weight and you got a freshman taking on a senior, a lot of times it's hard for that senior to compete completely.
Absolutely. As we move up to 160 pounds for Mount Vernon, it'll be Nick Casey, and for Beckman, it'll be Cole Domeyer at 160 pounds for the Blazers. Again, filling in for Jackson Feldman, who's listed as injured right now. So Cole Domeyer, the senior, taking the place of Jackson Feldman here.
Well, he's got from Mount Vernon, Nick Casey. Yeah, Nick Casey going to his back momentarily, and he couldn't quite finish the pancake. Casey's going to get his legs back underneath and drive forward and pick up a 2-point takedown, defensive takedown. Now he's got a whip over. I tell you what, he's got Cole Domeyer on his back, and that is tough to get out of, Jamie, as he is in deep. But Domeyer trying to go to a high bridge. There's a fall right there, 45 seconds. So Cole Domeyer, weight class 160, will lose by a fall. Well, he got caught with his head down, got caught in that whip over. And I'm telling you what, that was tight.
And it was. And just like that, our dual meet was 15-0. And just like that, it's 15-12 in favor of the it's still in favor of the Blazers, but it closed very quickly. As we're up to 170, it'll be Paul Ryan for Mount Vernon taking on Owen Hunegard of Beckman, the freshman.
Yeah, this is another senior freshman going at it. And number 1 ranked Paul Ryan is out early with a quick takedown, shot a sweep single and got in deep and then cut the corner on Hunegard and covered up his hips. So he picked up 2 on the takedown, and now he's working a bar arm on the right side of Owen Hunegard from Beckman Catholic. Again, a tough opponent here, Paul Ryan, and Ryan's going to cut him loose. And there's a Hunegard is going to get up and stumble, and Paul Ryan's going to take advantage of the stumble and pounce on Hunegard and pick up another takedown. That wasn't quite fair, was it?
Yeah, and you're gonna, and that's kind of that mentality of a good wrestler and top-ranked Paul Ryan is, guy falls down and Hunegard had some time to get up. He just didn't. He was kind of taking his time, and Paul Ryan took advantage and picked up another takedown.
Yeah, he's going to pick up the fall right there. He picked up the 2-point takedown in 52 seconds and hit a butcher on Hoonergar. So, Paul Ryan gets the job done there for the Mustangs. They'll take their first lead here with 3 straight falls. And we're going to weight class 182. And we'll have for the...
now, the Mustangs. Ian Cameron. And for the Blazers, Will Lemke.
William Lemke's going to wrestle for the Blazers, as Evan Wolfpool is also out with an injury. So the Blazers not able to put their best lineup on the mat here tonight, Jamie. And we're seeing what happens. We're seeing the results of that.
Yeah, we are, and you got to give the Blazers credit, and that's one thing that I've really enjoyed seeing out of Beckman the last few years is, is the fact that they've got guys to put in there. Is there'd been years where we would come over here in a West Delaware Beckman duel, and in that situation you would just see forfeit. But I like seeing the depth that Coach Ortman has against in this situation. Where they can wrestle, they've got guys they can throw out there and gain some experience in wrestle.
Well, exactly right. They've got enough depth in their lineup that they can move kids around and cover up when you need to. Well, Will Lemke, he's another freshman getting thrown into the lineup here, and he's taking on Kean Camerling from Mount Vernon. And I'm telling you what, both these guys were freshmen. Lemke is put together here. He's very heavy hips and heavy legs, and you're seeing a lot of that. Camerling was in on a shot. Lemke fought him off, and was just the tree trunk that's going to be stalling now against Lemke as Camerling was in and was pushing him backwards. So then there's that new rule. You got to keep working to the center of the mat. Keep working to the center, and Lemke's trying to circle back in, and Camerling's doing a good job keeping him pointed to the outside. 39 seconds left to go, period 1. Underway here, dual meet number 2. The Beckman Blazers here, the host Blazers, taking on the visiting Mount Vernon Mustangs. And the Blazers came out with 3 good wins to start, and the Mount Vernon Mustangs has matched those wins, but they've been by fall. So it's 18-15 right here. And we've got some headgear on Lemke. Lemke had a hold of Camerling's headgear. So Camerling's going to pick up a 1-point movement, or 1-point penalty. But Camerling then on a double is going to slip the leg to Lemke and cover him up. With 8 seconds left in period number 1. Now Lemke has to find his way to get back to his base as he's belly down to the left center of the mat. And that's going to do it, period number 1. So we'll see what Camerling decides to go. It's his choice as the busy Mustangs with the red leg bands and the maroon singlets with the gray and black band around the midsection. Camerling will decide to take down, and Lemke to give caution as he was down on top of Camerling before he was set. Now there's a set, so Lemke will ride the left side. Camerling right back to quickly. There's going to be a stand-up. Pick up an escape. Now we're going right back to neutral with just underway in period number 2.
Yeah, now if you're Lemke, you're down 4-0, but you're not out of this match. You've got an opportunity, and this is Kean Camerling. This is a winnable match for you coming in. Again, filling in for Evan Wolfpool here, but an opportunity here just kind of keep staying in good position and try not giving up the an opportunity to stay in position and not give up any points and set up a good shot.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jamie. It's been Camerling's aggressiveness on his feet. Lemke's going to have to find something that's going to work here. I'd like to see him try to shoot that single to Camerling's right side. He is really leading heavy. With that right leg. I think a tap and go. There's an ankle pick by Camerling. Catches Lemke flat-footed. And that's going to be a 2-point takedown for the Mustangs with 59 seconds left to go in period 2. Lemke goes up now 6-0. He's looking for more as got an inside wrist on the right. He's trying to roll it out to a bar arm. to try to roll that out to a forearm. And Lemke doing a great job backing over that inside wrist. That's exactly like the teacher, the coach it right there. He backed over that wrist and got his hips back under him. Now he's got to get back up to his feet, look for a way to score some points in the 32 seconds. Cameron working that inside wrist on the right side, trying to dump Lemke to his back. Cameron is very, very high right there. He's putting a lot of pressure on the head, neck, shoulders of the freshman from Beckman Catholic. They're going to get stalling against Lemke. 1 point to Cameron with 10 seconds left to go. Here comes a Haskell by Cameron. He's got it locked up. He's got 5 seconds. He's got Lemke going to his back. Could be a fall right there, Jamie. 358.2. 358.2.
Can I just call it 3:59?
You can. But that's once again a short time, Jamie.
Yeah.
You got 1.2 seconds to stay off your back. Okay, to keep the match alive.
Yeah, and we've talked about that. And the wrestlers do. They've got an idea. They know that the towel boys out there. They know time is winding down, and that's it. Those are some tough asks for. Those are some tough asks for these guys to go out there and take on a very good Mount Vernon wrestler, and filling in, as we mentioned, for Evan Wolfcool. But now you've got third ranked in Class 1A, and that's something else we haven't mentioned. Beckman dropping down to Class 1A this year. So Owen Grover wrestling ranked number 3, taking on Joe Hunter of Mount Vernon here at 195. Team score now 24-15 in favor of Mount Vernon.
There's a nice snap and spin by Grover. He's going to throw Hunter in a cradle, and Hunter's going to kick out of it. No back points there. Old Grover, very physical up on top right here. And now a hard crossface from left to right. He's going to put a cross body right in. Now he's going to kick the cross bodies out. He's going right to a butcher. He's circling the head of Joe Hunter. He's got Hunter on his back. Old Grover's got Hunter on his back, looking for a fall here to get Beckman back in the duel. He's going to step over the legs. There's the fall in 48 seconds. Owen Grover's going to win by a fall in 48 seconds. That's going to tighten this dual meet back up now, Jamie. 24-21 as we go into weight class 220.
At 220 for the Blazers, Jason Coleman. And for the Mustangs, Nolan Henrich.
All right. Nolan Henrich for the Mustangs and Jason Copeman for the Blazers. This will be a good one right here. Koopman giving up a little size there. Again, another freshman, Jamie, throwing into the lineup there. But Hendricks is only a sophomore, so I mean this is a toss-up match, and Beckman Blazers can get themselves back, at least tie it with a win, and possibly take the lead with the fall. Nolan Hendricks with the slide by, and he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown over Koopman. Boy, got to that underhook. Now here comes a cross body ride as Hendricks is very high on Koopman. He threw the left leg in and was very over the top of his head. Cooper could have got his hips up a little bit earlier. I think he could have shrugged Hendricks right off the top. Hendricks would have fallen right off the top. Got double legs in now. He's got a power half Nelson really cranking the head and neck of the freshman from Beckman Catholic. Here's a half Nelson by Hendricks. He's got Cooper going to his back. It might be a fall here for the Mustangs again as Cooper finds himself on his back. Hendricks trying to readjust. There's a fall at 101. The Mustangs winning by a fall. All the matches that the Mustangs have won, Jamie, have all been by fall, and they're up 30-21 now.
Yeah, and that's you and I talk about that pin bug all the time, and it's tough to stop. And it's kind of one of those things you've got. If you get down to the mat, you give up that takedown. You can't give up. You got to do everything you can not to give up the fall.
Well, exactly right. And the thing I like to tell my little guys is, Jamie, you can't. Once you feel that, then you really got to fight to keep your chest and hips down.
We move up to heavyweight here. It's going to be Bennett English for Beckman, the junior, taking on Keaton Dennis, the sophomore heavyweight for Mount Vernon.
I'll tell you what, Bennett English has some size. He's got the size advantage. He's a junior for the Beckman Blazers. He's got the size over Keaton Dennis. So we'll see what happens if he watch snap Dennis down and throw him to his back. Let's see if English has a good snap down. All right, here we go. Back to the middle of the mat we go. Collar tie, retie. Bennett English tying with that right. Now there's Keaton Dennis driving English off the mat. Might get a stalling. There's your stalling against English. And we talked about that earlier. When you go in reverse gear, you're going to get for some forward issues, Jamie.
Yeah, they do. And that's, you and I talked about it in the first meet, or Nathan and I talked about it in the first meet. You and I talked about it a little bit last week, is that new rule of making sure that wrestlers are being aggressive. They're moving forward. And that was the situation right there.
About 42 seconds left to go. And Keaton Dennis back on the attack. Nice shot this time by English. Using the size. English, Jamie, with that size advantage, ought to be able to just drive Keaton Dennis wherever he wants to go. I mean, he's probably got a half 40 pounds with you guys. I don't think Bennett English is much smaller than Carson Petland. And Carson Petland made that short work 30 seconds of Keaton Dennis. So Dennis is there's a nice bear hug by English. There it is. There's a bear hug by Dennis. He's got English. English with the bear. As time English gets the slap of the match, I'll tell you what, he finally put it together there, Jamie. Used that side. Bennett English with a nice bear hug. What I like about that, Jamie, he got a chip through. He got a chip through, and he blocked the knee of Keaton Dennis, and that took Dennis right down to his back.
It did, and that was right there with very little time or no time left on the clock. Is he did get the fall? He was just in time. And a great job there, getting the fall. And you talked about it, using that leverage as using his advantage, and he did, and got the fall. As we move up to weight class 106, now 30-27, our team score, as it's going to be Nick Schmidt for Beckman taking on Arnie Galvin of Mount Vernon.
Well, that was a double leg takedown by Arnie Galvin as he got in deep. And he brought Nick Schmidt, the freshman, down to the mat. And Schmidt is quickly over to the coach's corner there, Jamie, with the shoulder injury. They got injury time going. So we're going to take a break and catch our breath. Now, stay with us. We got more wrestling action for you. You won't want to miss it here on Eastern Iowa's Wrestling Leader, 94.7 KMCH.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance. We service most major brands of appliances, and we are Manchester's exclusive KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Stop in and see us today in the Big Blue Building on West Main in Manchester, or call 563-927-3200.
Back into Dyersville, along with in-studio producer Janelle Tucker, Jamie Basket. Mount Vernon 30-27. We're out of the injury timeout. Arnie Galvin of Mount Vernon with a 2-0 lead right now over Nick Schmidt of Beckman.
Well, he's going to work on a ball and chain, Jamie. He's got the left arm of Nick Schmidt trapped between his legs, and he's going to hook that left arm and try a tilt off of that ball and chain. Now Nick Schmidt does a fine job of going for Galvin's going to throw a crossbody right of Nick Schmidt. He's going to try to hook that left elbow and take Schmidt to his back. Schmidt doing a good job with hand control underneath. Arnie Galvin with 56 seconds left to go now. Sinks that crossbody right in just a little bit deeper. He's got the elbow. Arnie Galvin's got his elbow right in the back of Nick Schmidt. Now he kicks the crossbody free as he's got a chicken wing in. Switches from the ball on the left and inside wrist on the right. He's going to try to dump Nick Schmidt to his back. Schmidt did a great job keeping up. And we're going to get potentially dangerous right there. Has that arm that was across the back, went past 90. And our officials, Johnny on the spot right there. And Coach Light, I saw him and said, you got to make a pitch right there. That will keep that arm planted where it's supposed to be. And he's exactly right. Nice stand up. Now they're going to get stalling against Galvin to a nice stand up. And Galvin's going to try to lift and return. Schmidt, and he does. Schmidt's going to come right back to a knee slide on the edge of the mat. Galvin's going to lift and return him one more time. 7 seconds left to go. Barney Galvin hanging on to a 2-point lead here, courtesy of that double leg takedown. We go to period number 2 with the junior Mustang up 2-0, and the Mustangs up 30-27. Beckman came out to a fast start, won 3 in a row, and then they lost 4 in a row, and now it's on every other match here. So it's going to be a barn burner to the finish. Barney Galvin, staggered stance, leading with that right leg. There's a nice single shot by Schmidt. He was in deep, and nice down block there by Galvin. There's a long double again by Galvin. This time countered by Schmidt nicely. As he was stuffing the head, coming to a crossface by Galvin, and Galvin off the edge of the mat, so we'll have to go back to the middle. Nick Schmidt's got the idea now, Jamie, attacking instead of letting Galvin be the attacker. Just as I say that, Galvin shoots the double leg takedown.
Yeah, isn't that funny how that works? But you're right. He was doing a much better job of getting in there and being a little more aggressive than we saw him in that first period. But just as you said that, he gives up the 2-point takedown. But still doing a great job. But don't sit down underneath here. Don't fall up and stay underneath like you just were. You got to continue to move up here.
Oh, exactly right. And Barney Galvin from Mount Vernon is going to throw a cross-body right in on the right side. And now a nice job by Schmidt. He's up. He's trying to turn this into a 2-point reversal. And as he tries, Galvin quickly pulls him right back down to the mat. 50 seconds left to go. Schmidt trying to get up to a tripod stand-up. Galvin's going to put the other leg in. He's got both legs in. Double grapevine right here. And double inside wrist. So he's got Nick Schmidt pasted to the mat. Schmidt's going to have to work on building his base and getting his arms and elbows back underneath. Galvin working a power half Nelson on the left. Schmidt doing a good job keeping that elbow down and in. So Galvin can't put the power half Nelson. Just like now, there's Galvin with the regular half Nelson. He's got Schmidt going to his back. He's got Nick Schmidt going to his back. Schmidt's in trouble right here with 14 seconds left to go. Barney Galvin trying to stretch out Nick Schmidt, trying to get the fall. He's got the double spur in, and there's the fall in 3:52. Nick Schmidt will lose by fall in 3:52 as he did such a great job fighting the power half off. And then Arnie Galvin just slips the regular half Nelson, and then it gets the fall.
Yeah, and then when it, like you said, went into that, and then got in that double spur. And again, the situation you talked about, it was a situation here where all 6 Mount Vernon's won 6 matches and all 6 by fall. So again, fighting off your back before you go to your back.
That's exactly right.
At 113, it'll be Levi Feldman for Beckman taking on Lincoln Holub of Mount Vernon.
Well, they're both really good freshmen here. 2 really good freshmen right here. So Holub was in on a shot. Nice counter there by Feldman. Lincoln Holub was in on he had a over-under, and he was trying to toss Feldman to his back, and Feldman did a nice job rolling through and coming out the back door and picking up a 2-point takedown, a defensive takedown, but a takedown nonetheless, as Feldman up on top now, giving Lincoln Holub everything that he wants with a double inside wrist. He's going to have to get out to the side a little bit here and start wrestling. But Levi Feldman controlling Lincoln Holub up on top. There's a half Nelson by Feldman on the left, inside wrist on the right, trying to drive Holub to his back. 44 seconds left to go here in period number 1, weight class 113. We started at weight class 132. We've got 3 matches left here. So it's anybody's dual meet. It's anybody's dual meet to win here. With 36-27 is our score.
It is, but in the 1-point escape, I thought he still had control out there as Lincoln Holub gets a 1-point escape, but quickly back in on the shot is Levi Feldman of Beckman. So I guess if you're going to trade 2 for 1, that's a much better deal.
Well, I would agree right there, Jamie. And Lincoln Feldman in on a deep double. He's got his head trapped between the legs of Lincoln Holub. And Feldman trying to elevate Hollop. 4 seconds left to go. He had him up, but a gut wrench by Hollop is keeping Feldman tips down to the mat. There you go. It's going to be Feldman's choice. He's going to defer over to Hollop, and Hollop's going to go back down underneath to try to tie this thing up. If you're just joining us, we got Womack. This is Womack double duel action here. We had West Delaware. West Delaware winning our first duel of the night, and now we've got our second duel. We'll have one more duel to follow here. We have one more duel to follow, and that will be West Delaware facing off against the host Blazers. There's a long switch. There's a long switch attempt by Hollop, and that's a nice counter there by Levi Feldman as he came with a tight waist and a chop, and prevented Hollop from getting the tips out any further on that switch. So a nice shot. Two good freshmen showing a lot of good wrestling ability right here for Mount Vernon and for Dyersville Beckman. Inside wrist by Feldman on top. He's got on the right. Now trying to take a half Nelson on the left. Trying to drive Hollop off his face and throw him to his back. And Hollop gets his knees back under him. And Feldman now high riding. Hollop might hit a sit out, turn in, and pull his head out. And off the edge of the mat. Feldman saved by the edge of the mat right there because he got really high riding. He was really high riding. And referee's talking to Lincoln Hollop. As Hollop got up off that, gave Feldman just a little bit of a push. I think that was a push of frustration. That long switch by Hollop. He tried to hit that earlier, and Feldman countered it. This time Hollop got his tips out, and got his tips out and was able to finish the switch. Feldman tried to counter. Let's see, we got some time here or something. We got some blood time, Jamie. That's some blood time. So we'll take another time out. You might have some scores to share with us when we return. Stay with us. We got the finish of this dual meet coming up. You won't want to miss it on Eastern Iowa Sports Station. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Whether you are thinking of buying or selling your home, give Homefront Realty a call. We are here to be your advisor, negotiator, and facilitator in the real estate game. Homefront Realty will save you time so you can spend your time cheering on the Hawks. Call Homefront Realty at 927-2111.
Back into Dyersville. Mount Vernon leading the Blazers 36-27 here with just 3 matches to go, and we're in the second period. Levi Feldman trailing against Beckman, trailing Lincoln Hollop 3-2. 30 seconds left to go in period number 2.
Yeah, and this has just been a dogfight from the get-go, Jamie. We got two of the area's better freshmen going at it here, and Hollop's got a half Nelson and an inside wrist on Feldman, and Feldman does a nice job now. Gets his head up, pulls the half Nelson off. Now he does a sit-out turn, and he's going to pick up the 2-point reversal on Hollop with 8 seconds left to go. Referee looking close as Hollop has got his right leg trapped inside the left leg of Feldman, and no points there. No points there as Feldman very close. He needed about 2 more seconds, and he'd have picked up. He needed about 2 more seconds, and he'd have picked up. Going to go neutral. It's going to be Feldman's choice. He's going to go neutral. The coaches weren't exactly all together on that. They weren't all on the same mindset. So Feldman and Hollop, there's a fireman's carry by Hollop. And Feldman's going to try to pancake him to his back, and we're going to get a stoppage there as the Cotton. And Feldman's going right back to the blood corner as Cotton came out and everything happened. So, Jamie, what do you got for us?
Some other dual meet scores, as you mentioned here tonight, Roger. Western Dubuque defeating Cedar Rapids, Washington, 66-12. Anamosa with 2 wins and 1 loss tonight as they defeated West Branch 54-30, and Iowa City Regina 48-36, and fell to Wilton 50-28. Edco went 1-1 on the night as they lost to, or 0-2, excuse me, went 0-2 on the night as they lost to Lisbon 69-6 and fell to Midland 45-24. Northwind was 2-0 as they defeated Maquoketa Valley 42-12 and Starmont 40-27. Starmont defeated Maquoketa Valley 54-30. East Buchanan went 2-0 as they defeated Alburnett 53-22 and Central City 57-12. Independence split on the night as they defeated Benton Community 57-21 and lost on criteria to South Tama. They tied 33-33, but South Tama with the criteria wins that dual meet 34-33. Cascade split tonight, defeating Durant 53-9 and fell to Tipton 57-24. And Monticello split tonight as they won on criteria over North Cedar 40-39 and fell to West Liberty 55-17.
Well, some good, looks like some very competitive matches through the course of the area tonight, Jamie. So it's Thursday night and it's wrestling night, and we are full swing into all the conference action. The Walmack, Mississippi Valley, and the River Valley, and all sorts of conferences going at it. And what we've got going here, we've got Levi Feldman has got that cotton out again, and he's got a great big blood spot on his backside, so he's got to change his singlet before the next dual meet there, Jamie. And while you got it, we'll take a short timeout. We'll take another timeout because this might be a while. Stay with us. Hopefully we'll get the blood stoppage, and we'll be back to action. You're listening to action from Dyersville Beckman on Eastern Iowa's Sports Station, Mix 94.7, MCH.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
This is Jamie Vaskin from Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester. For residential or commercial plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, and top-quality Lennox furnaces and air conditioners, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street, Manchester, or call 927-2232.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Back in, and a 2-point takedown here for Lincoln Holub as he's going to take a 5-2 lead now over Levi Feldman of Beckman with 1:08 left to go in this match. Beckman trailing this duel 36-27.
Well, that was a great shot by Levi Feldman. It came right out. Now Holub's got Feldman going to his back. Feldman's got to fight off his back. I was going to say, that was a great shot by Feldman coming back on the restart. And I'm telling you what, he was in deep on a high crotch and left his elbow up. Instead of pulling that down, left his elbow up. He tried to go from a high crotch to a fireman, and Lincoln Holub just trapped him and spun out of it and covered him up for a 2-point takedown. 35 seconds left to go. It's Lincoln Holub showing some grit here as he won in the last second against Luke Farmer from West Delaware. Now he's using a strong third period to defeat another good freshman from Effective Catholic, Levi Feldman. 19 seconds left to go. Now Holub up on top, riding tough. Feldman got a whole lot to do underneath as Holub is draped over the top. And now a nice get out turn-in by Feldman. He's going to try to go again. 3 seconds left. Feldman's still a little gas left in the tank. That's going to do it right there. Hard fought, 5-2 loss for Levi Feldman. Jamie, you're close there. You're close, and like you said, still got some work to do.
You do, and now you're in a situation. That's the first time. That's the first time that. That's the first time Mount Vernon won a match that they didn't win by fall. So great job there, great effort by Levi Feldman. As we move up to 120 pounds, it'll be Ryan Clark of Mount Vernon taking on Daniel Wall of Beckman.
And we've got a little bit of blood left out on the mat from Levi Feldman. At the West Delaware Hawks off their one dual meet rest. They're warming up, ready to go. And Jamie, I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know if they'll finish this on. It's 8:45. I don't know if they'll finish this last duel on 2 mats. They might. Have to watch. You don't think they will? Let's see. You have to watch time. I've got a very physical. We saw him, Ryan Clark, senior, taking on Danielle Wall. He's a sophomore, going at it here for the Beckman Catholic Blazers. And Ryan Clark quickly out with a low single on Clark. But Clark doing a great job fighting. Wall doing a great job fighting. And as he does, he drops his head. Ryan Clark slips a half Nelson then. He's got Danielle Wall going to his back. And Wall's doing a great job fighting, showing some grip from underneath, Jamie. As Ryan Clark had him going to his back, he peeled the half off and got his chest back down to the mat.
Yeah, great job there by Danielle Wall. You know, gave up that, and that's what we talked about. You know, fight before you go to your back, and that's what he did there. Ryan Clark threw in that half Nelson right away, and Clark Danielle Wall, did a great job of fighting before he got turned to his back.
Well, we'll see how he goes on the restart as they went off the edge of the mat. So we'll have a restart right here. And Clark has Wall belly down in the center of the mat with a hard, tight waist. Now he's trying to go under the arm, under the left arm, to the right wrist, and trap that right wrist of Danielle Clark. And Clark, once again, showing some moxie underneath. Good hand control. Very physical Ryan Clark at weight class 120. As Clark goes to an inside wrist now on the left. Syracuse right, that inside wrist on the left. And out to the side, trying to pull that wrist out to a bar. That's just a great ride in anybody's book. There's a nice knee slide to a stand-up by by Wall. Now a tight waist tilt by Clark. Has Wall on his back. He's going to pick up at least a 2-point tilt or a 2-point near fall with 12 seconds left to go. So Ryan Clark will take a 4-0 lead into period number 2 as Danielle Clark's putting up a great fight here over the number 6 ranked Ryan Clark at weight class 120, class 2A. As Jamie said earlier, Beckman Blazers dropped down to class 1A, and I believe they will be going to Starmup for their sectional. Starmup hosting that sectional. So tell you what, that's going to be quite a sectional over there, Jamie. Very tough, very physical sectional. And the bad thing is it's got a bunch of our area wrestlers there, and they're going to end up knocking each other out before they get to districts, before they have a chance to qualify for state.
And that's always kind of the situation, too, is this area in Class 1A is so good wrestling-wise because, you're going to throw in Maquoketa Valley, Beckman, and I'm not looking. I'm not sure who's all in that sectional and that district. You got Maquoketa Valley. You're adding Beckman this year, and also you throw in teams like Lisbon, Edco's got some good individuals, Northwind, all those teams in this area. And like you said, it's unfortunate that they end up splitting them all or putting them all together. Which there's not a lot of options to that, but it's still unfortunate.
You're right, and time will tell. We've got the rest of December here, and then you've got 5 short weeks, and it'll be sectional time. So unbelievable. Well, there's a 3-point near fall by Clark as he hits another tilt on Danielle Wall, and Wall's going to roll out of it and fight out of it. But this might do it in for Danielle Clark for Danielle Wall as Clark goes to that inside wrist, rolls her out to the back, and then pitches Danielle Wall to his back. 43 seconds left. Our officials down looking close. Wall trying to come to a high bridge. There's the fall right there in 3:22. So the Mustangs will take an 18-point lead with 1 match to go. So that fall there by Ryan Clark solidifies the Mustangs' win here, as they will leave here at least 1-1 tonight. They will leave here 1-1.
Yeah, and their 8th win of the duel and 7th pin of this dual meet as we move up to weight class 126 to end this dual meet here. As we'll see who Beckman sends out here. Looks like might be Michael Rowling here. It is going to be Jarrah Hutt Dervo for Mount Vernon.
Now, 126 for the Mustangs. Here's their goal.
And for the Blazers, it will be, it's going to be Carter Gall here for Beckman.
And Carter Gall's a sophomore. Gerard Dervo's a junior. And then you got a long, lean Carter Gall. And you got a short, stocky Gerard Dervo here. So contrasting body shapes, body styles. And we'll see, there's a fireman's carry by Dervo. And he's got Carter Gall going to his back right here. As Dervo trying to put an exclamation point on the Mustangs. There's a fall in 25 seconds. So Carter Gall will lose by a fall. And Gerard Dervo will win by a fall. And that'll end the second duel with a Mustang win 51-27. So Jamie's going to add up all the facts and figures, takedowns, and the near falls and all that good stuff. So we'll take a short break as he gets his calculator out and gets that done for us. And then we'll talk about this last duel. Stay with us. Jamie's up next on Eastern Iowa Sports Leader, 694.7 KMCH.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
If you're in need of rental equipment such as skid loaders, high-reach forklifts, and man lifts, contact Jason at Moyle Rental Services or check out our website at moylerentalservices.com. Moyle Rental Services of Manchester wishes all area athletes and coaches the best of luck.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but they dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes. Don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
J&D Catering and Suites in New Vienna provides exceptional handcrafted food, whether a cocktail buffet, formal dinner, or a themed event. Let Diane and her staff create a customized menu sure to wow your guests. They offer an extensive specialty cupcake and cake menu. Call or check them out on Facebook. Let J&D Catering and Suites set your next special event above the rest.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at fullerbrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
Back into Dyersville as 2 duels in the book, has 1 more remaining here, as Beckman falling to Mount Vernon, 51-27. Final score, we started at 132 pounds. It was Nick Hageman with a fall over Josh Hogsey in 3 minutes and 54 seconds. At 138 pounds, it was Mason Raker with a fall in 3:33 over Garrett Akers. Grant Hager with a 4-0 win over Mitchell Luagi at 145. That gave the Blazers a 15-0 lead. And then Mount Vernon made a run as Andrew Luagi picked up a fall over Ty Fangman in 136. Nick Casey with a fall over Cole Domeyer in 45 seconds. It was Paul Ryan with a 52-second fall over Owen Hunigarth. At 182, it was Kean Camerling with a fall in 3:59 over Will Lemke. That made it 24-15 in favor of Mount Vernon. 195, Owen Grover got a fall for the Blazers in 48 seconds over Joe Hunter. And then at 220 was Nolan Heinrichs of Mount Vernon with a 1 minute, 1 second fall over Jason Koopman of Beckman, as that made it 30-21. Bennett English from Beckman made it 30-27 with a 1 minute, 59 second fall over Keaton Dennis. And then that made it 30-27, but Mount Vernon would go on to win the remaining 4 matches as Arnie Galvin with a fall in 3:52 over Nick Schmidt. Lincoln Hollop with a 5-2 win over Levi Hollop. Ryan Clark with a 3 minute, 22 second fall over Daniil Wall. And Gerard Dervo with a 25 second fall over Carter Gall, making the final team score 51-27. In the dual meet, Mount Vernon with 13 takedowns, Beckman with 5, 8 falls for the Mustangs, 4 for the Blazers, and Mount Vernon won 9 matches, while Beckman won 5 in a dual meet that lasted 58 minutes. So what 2 duels in the book? We'll have West Delaware and Beckman coming your way in just a little bit. They're going to have a little bit of time here as give West Delaware maybe a little time to warm up. Again, maybe give the Blazers a little rest here before we start this final duel of the night, Roger.
Well, I think they're worried about the time as quick as the last half of that meet went. They're worried about that 45-minute rule. The one thing you don't want to do is start a dual meet and then have to stop it because of the rest time. Again, we talked about this on Saturday. I want to talk about it again, and I'll probably bring it up every meet we go, Jamie. I think as hard as these guys work, I think any young guy, young girl they're wrestling right now, I think half an hour they should be recovered and be ready to go in the next match. So I hope at some point our coaches advisory committee revisits that rule. And there's some teams that don't have full lineups, and a lot of times you're sitting around the gyms waiting for that 45-minute rule to expire instead of wrestling matches. So take that down to a half an hour. You can move these dual meets on a little bit quicker, and I don't think you'll see any ill effects, because you know as well as I do, you're in the practice room and you go the coach puts the clock on the time on the clock, and you're going 6, 8, 10, 12 minutes hard back to back to back to back, and you can make it through. So I think it'd be a great change. I just don't know when it's going to come about.
Absolutely. Well, we will take another short break and be ready for this final duel. West Delaware and Beckman coming your way in just a little bit. Right after this, you're listening to it from KMCH Sports.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
You expect big hits on the field, but not on the road. So when the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Put a little south in your mouth at Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester. You can't go wrong with any of their melt-in-your-mouth menu options. Dine in or call ahead for carry-out. Book them today to cater your next event. Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent, all with no hassle and a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact your local West Bend agent, Eric Smith, at Parrott Insurance in Manchester at 927-2791.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Whether a door needs replaced or building a new home, let S&R Construction of Masonville take care of you. S&R Construction is the expert in home improvement projects, gutters, siding, garages, remodeling, new home construction, and more. Call Steve Petland today at 319-361-0638 for a free quote.
Are you an athlete or physically active in your free time? Even active people can have muscle tightness and joint pain or even experience the occasional injury. Regional Medical Center physical therapy treatment and prescribed exercises can help you recover faster, reduce injury, and build strength and stability. Call RMC Therapy Services today so you can get back into action as quick as possible. 563-927-7322.
Volachek's Landing, downtown Delhi. Open 7 days a week. Friday night buffet, Saturday night prime rib, and enjoy breakfast every Sunday from 9 to noon. Volachek's proudly supports all area athletes and coaches.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as great incentives at taukemotors.com. If you are looking for a new pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Hurry down to Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester today. Enjoy the best margarita around on their patio facing the Whitewater Park. Rio Blanco features daily specials and a kids menu too. There's something for everyone at Rio Blanco Mexican Restaurant in Manchester.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
No one can win a game by themselves. At F&M Bank, our team works together to achieve the ultimate goal, exceeding client expectations. F&M Bank is a proud supporter of all local sports teams. F&M Bank, the right choice in Manchester, Cedar Rapids, Anamosa, and Monticello. Member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
into Beckman High School. As I'm really surprised. We're going to get this thing started, but I'm really surprised the home team isn't going to have this dual meet right in front of their bench. This is very odd that they're going to wrestle on they're going to switch where they had been wrestling them, as we're going to start this thing off on the south mat. The Beckman team is on the north mat, as just kind of odd to see, but we're going to start at 138 pounds, and Jaden Payton is on the mat for West Delaware here, as Jaden Payton cracking the predicaments rankings here at 138 pounds this week, as ranked number 9 in the state in Class 2A, as Payton, we'll see if he will take on Mason Raker here, as Raker wrestled that first duel. But again, just kind of odd that they're making the Beckman coaches come over to the. It is going to be Mason Raker taking on Jaden Payton for West Delaware.
Yeah, they did a flip flop, and I don't know why. No, but it's okay though with the West Delaware people, fans, Jamie. The action's right in front of them. So we got a JV match now to our right. We got varsity match to our left, and we are underway. And hopefully the Hawks can get out to a fast start like they did before. There's a double leg takedown by Jaden Payton. Got in there deep, and just basically pulled those Mason Raker right to his backside with that double leg takedown, and got this first period underway here. So we'll have to spy the clock to our far left, and Jaden Payton. Okay,
now we are going to do varsity on both mats. So we're going to be. So it is going to be Daniel Woods for West Delaware at 145, taking on Grant Hager from Beckman here.
Well, Jaden Payton has Mason Raker going to his back, Jamie. He's got a really nice butcher in, and he's actually got a Turk in with the far leg, and then a crossface from right to left to the far shoulder. And he's just doing a great job right there with the tilt, making the score 5-0. Got a 3-point near fall out of it, and just basically let Raker roll through. Now he's got a tight waist with the right, head level with the left, working on inside wrist control. Jaden Payton working on inside wrist control. Now there's a stand-up by Raker, and Jaden Payton's going to reach back, pick up Raker, and turn that leg again. Now he's got Raker on his back. He's going to pick up a 3-point near fall. Might be a pin if he adjusts himself a little bit. He's going to pull that right elbow. Now he's locked up the butcher. Could be a fall right there. The official whistles close. He's going to readjust himself, get his chest up on top. Referee's hopping back and forth. 5 seconds left to go. Jaden Payton trying to end this thing right here with 1 second left, and that's going to do it. He's going to pick up 3 points. Near fall.
And over here at 0. And over here a 2-point takedown for Grant Hager over Daniel Woods, as Woods wrestling in place of Kalemeyer here, as Daniel Woods trying to work up from underneath of Grant Hager. Hager, the outstanding senior for Beckman, and Woods, a senior for the Hawks as well. Wrestling here, bumping up from 138 to wrestle 145 here.
Yeah, so he's giving up a little bit of weight, but he's not going to be short on any fight.
And a 2-point takedown, or 2-point near fall over here for Hager. He goes up now 4-0. 45 seconds left to go in the first period.
Well, Jaden Payton chooses down. Jaden Payton chooses down, and the cross body rise from Mason Raker is going to come. Jaden Payton scoops the right heel. Mason Raker, he's got a 2-point reversal. Get out the fall. Fall right there by Jaden Payton. And 2:33. All at 1:33. That gets the Hawks out to an early 6-0 lead. And over on the mat in front of us, Jamie, it's Grant Hager with the fall in 1:47. 1:47. So Daniel Woods will lose by fall at 1:45. Go to 152.
For the Blazers. Brandon. And for the Hawks, Mitchell Mangold.
All right, so we'll see the senior, the outstanding senior from West Delaware, Mitchell Mangold, and he's going to take on the front of Delaware. There's a takedown by Mitch Mangold. He's going to go right out to the crossface, hard crossface. He's going to drive the head to the left knee of Ty Fangman, try to set up that cradle.
And over here on the other mat is going to be a two-third Jared Voss for West Delaware, as Voss at 160 will be taking on Cole Domeyer.
So Jared Voss is just, he's exciting, Jamie. You can find that. He had the crowd. He had the, I don't know if the people heard it on the radio, but he threw Domeyer out. He launched him off the edge of the mat as Mitch Mangold is going to win by fall in 51 seconds. Winning by fall 150 to the Hawks. But you heard the crowd as Jared Voss launched Domeyer, but he was off the edge of the mat.
That'll put the Hawks up 12-6, and there is another throw. As you mentioned it the first time, there's Jared Voss, a 39-second fall, and a lateral drop by Jared Voss gets the fall, and the Hawks go up 18-6.
I'll tell you what, he got that tight, and the key to that, Jamie, was he got Domeyer up on his hip, and the boys just made it easy for him to launch him, and I'll tell you what, there's nothing that...
And this one's going to move fast. There's two freshmen going at it over here on on the varsity mat to our left. It's going to be Wyatt Volker taking on Owen Unigarth. As Unigarth and Volker both have lost to Paul Ryan earlier tonight. And on our right, it's going to be Jack Newhouse taking on Will Lemke.
So it's Volker with the double leg takedown, and it's Newhouse with an ankle pick. And Volker's got Hundegarth. Thank you. Volker's got Hundegarth in a tilt. He's picking up some near fall points. He's going to pick up 3. Trying to get him a 3 near fall. Nice job there by the front.
Jack Newhouse with a fall in 28 seconds. A 28-second fall for Newhouse, and that'll put the Hawks up 24-6.
You suppose, Coach Voss, I saw Coach Voss look at his watch before this match. I suppose he said, let's get this thing over with, and looks like that's the intention of the Hawks here. All right, while Wyatt Volker up on Unigarth, now they're working it still. 59 seconds left to go. See if he can... As
at 195, it's going to be Kieran Monahan taking the mat for the Hawks, as taking on third-ranked in Class 1A, Owen Grover. So Monahan, the sophomore for the Hawks, did not get to wrestle at all last year with the tore his ACL. Here's a 2-point takedown by Kieran Monahan on Owen Grover to start this match. And a quick switch by Owen Grover trying to hold on. He can't call. He's going to call locked hands. So a 2-point reversal and a 1-point locked hands will be a 3-2 lead for Owen Grover. I don't think Monahan had his hands locked.
He didn't have his hands around him, Jamie. We got blood time by Unigarth. He's going to go to the blood corner. And that's going to be a 1-point escape for Unigarth, but a 2-point takedown. 2-point takedown for Volker. Now, Owen Grover's got Monahan on his back. He scooped the chicken wing and then went around the head. Now reverse half Nelson. Monahan needs a high bridge, Jamie, and find the edge. He knows where he's at, but Grover's doing a good job making himself long. And there's the fall in 109. So the Blazers will put their first points on the board. No, second point on the board as they won at 145.
For the Hawks. Cody Winger. It's going to be Cody Winger at 220 for the Hawks, and he'll take on Jason Copeman. So it'll be Winger and Copeman at 220.
And Hundegarth and Volker going at it right here. It's 7-1 on the scoreboard. A 2-point takedown, a 3-point near fall, a 1-point escape for Hundegarth, and a 2-point takedown by Volker. He's up now 7-1.
And here's Cody Winger with a 2-point takedown on Jason Copeman as he goes up 2-0 here.
And Hundegarth is going to choose down. And Volker's going to try to slap a cross body right in on the left side as he does. Sudergaard grabs that right leg. And we'll see if Volker trying to set up a drive cradle off that, a near side cradle. He's got his head right in the rib cage of Sudergaard, trying to lock up that near side cradle. And see if he can get it locked up. He's on his toes.
And there's Riley Wanger with a double chicken wing, gets the fall in 56 seconds.
Then we got Wyatt Volker. Sudergaard's on his back. And he's looking for a fall with that drive cradle. He's looking for a fall in that drive cradle. Got locked up tight. Let's see if he can dump Sudergaard on his back. Now he's scooping the right leg.
Now running at 285.
Dump Sudergaard to his back. He's got Sudergaard on his back. There'll be a fall right there. Fisher's going to look close. There's the fall. 258. 258. Wyatt Volker will win by a fall. It's 258. And we're already at 106.
At heavyweight here, we've got Carson Petland from West Delaware taking on Bennett English of Beckman.
We've got two guys. I'll tell you what. You could have a pretty solid football team here, James. We got a left tackle. We got a left tackle and a right tackle here going at it at heavyweight. Two pillars of strength right here with Bennett English and Carson Petland going at it.
Here at going to be 36-12. The Hawks are going to lead this dual meet. And throw or be thrown over on the 106-pound mat. It's going to be a 2-point takedown for Blake Engel, looking for the fall over Nick Schmidt. And Blake Engel, the freshman for the Hawks, is the fall in 26 seconds. 26-second fall for Blake Engel. We'll put the Hawks up 42-12 here.
Well, that was a little bit more like it. Back to this heavyweight match. Petland went up on the edge of the mat, and Bennett English thought that would be a good time to launch him in a headlock. That got the Blazer fans up out of their feet there momentarily. But Carson Petland's going to go right back to work, try to set up a snap single. Carson Petland and Bennett English going at it right here. As Luke Farmer, Jamie, picks up a really nice takedown
on Levi Feldman.
Yeah, that was just a nice job by Farmer. Picked up that high crotch shot and cut across the double, and that was just perfect. Petland and English in a shoving match going at it here as the first period is going to wind down. I think a nice snatch.
I don't think Feldman changed his singlet, but maybe a little side pen might have cleaned up the blood that was on the back of this singlet.
English is going to defer over to Petland. And Petland
here's Luke Farmer with a cross-face cradle locked up on Levi Feldman, rocking back and forth as Feldman looking for the fall is Farmer. He's trying to settle in, bottom knee in the ribs now, and Feldman might get out of this, but now, again, Farmer trying to settle back in. As Luke Farmer, there's the fall. A fall for Luke Farmer in 103. We'll put the Hawks up 48-12 now.
Carson Petland's going to go up 2-0, Jamie, as he came to a stand-up, and before he got all the way up, Bennett English locked his hands. Referee let it go like you're supposed to, and Carson Petland escaped, so he's up now 2-0 with 1:30 left to go in the second period. One point escape and a 1 penalty for Petland. A mock hands with Bennett English, so it's 2-0. Weight class 285.
Over on the other mat, it'll be Evan Woods at 120 pounds for West Delaware, taking on Daniil Wall from Beckman.
Nice job by Carson Petland there, showing a little moxie as
Woods with a 2-point takedown on Wall. Goes up 2-0 early in this match. A near neck wrench by Daniil Wall. But Woods bites it off and picks up a 2-point takedown.
Oh, boy. Carson Petland kept his foot in there, Jamie. Supporting point. I was looking for 2 right there. And you see Coach Adam Rep in the corner. How'd you like that for your workout partner every day?
Or Coach Brian Clough.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, unbelievable. There's a snatch single by Petland. He got that right leg up for Bennett English and drove him off the edge of the mat.
Still 2-0 over here in favor of Evan Woods over Daniil Wall. Again, this has been all pin or be pin here as Wall picks up a 1-point escape. Just 2 matches left to go after the 2 that are on the mat right here. 126 and 132. Evan Woods looking for a cross knee pick as Daniil Wall fights that off. And there's a minute 15 left to go in the first period of that one. 2-1 lead for Evan Woods.
20 seconds left to go here in period 2. English, big try there. And, I'll tell you what, the orange and black faithful around this Jamie are looking for something big out of Carson Petland. And he's trying to hit that knee snatch. And big Bennett English is keeping all of his weight on that right leg. So pretty tough for Carson Petland to pick it up.
Another 2-point takedown over here for Evan Woods. He goes up 4-1, 44 seconds left to go. He's looking for that cross-face cradle. Had it locked up, but Daniil Wall doing a good job of fighting that off. As 35 seconds, a 4-1 lead here in the first period for Evan Woods.
We're going back to neutral. Bennett English 6 neutral starts this third period. So Carson Petland on the go here. Carson Petland on the go here. He's applying a lot of forward pressure to Bennett English. English in reverse gear right now. 133 counting in period number 3. Weight class 285. The Beckman Catholic fans up on their, out of their, sitting on the edge of their seat right now. Someone's trying to hit that knee snatch. Collar tie, retie now by English. Petland with the left tie on the inside. 1:08 to go. I don't think Carson or Bennett English is going to take a shot underneath Carson Petland, but you never know.
2-point near fall over here for Evan Woods as the first period comes to an end. He leads 6-1. As they go to the second period, Woods defers over to Wall, and Wall will choose neutral to start the second period.
Well, Bennett English now has got Carson Petland in reverse gear. Petland's going to turn in and face him. Bennett English now on the go. She's got the attack mode, and Petland's going to back off the edge. I'm going to circle back in. And Bennett English is going to try to launch Petland on the edge of the mat.
Another 2-point takedown over here for Evan Woods on Daniil Wall. He goes up 8-1 now. Minute 40 left to go. He kept the turn. He's going with that leg turn, trying to turn Wall to his back. He's getting near fall points. Is Evan Woods as a couple 1 counts, but no 2-point near fall for Evan.
Well, Bennett Woods is coming right after Carson Petland, trying to catch him with an over and under. It's a stab down by Petland. Tries to hit a go behind. 3 seconds left to go. And the Petland's got English on his back. His time expired. That's going to be a 4-0 win. 4-3 Carson Petland.
And the first match that did not end in a fall. As over here, Evan Woods still leading 8-1 here. And with that, the Hawks go up 51-12.
All right, we're going to weight class. For the weight class 113 now. Excuse me, 120. 26.
David Mowry for the Hawks.
All right. 35 seconds left to go. Period 2 over there. Another takedown by Evan Woods right there.
David Mowry.
Carter Gall and Sadley Mowry going at it here. And Sadley's right out to that textbook low ankle shot. That's a 5-second takedown right there by the sophomore. Picking up where he left off after the Mount Vernon meet. Won by a fall there. Is looking for a second fall of the night. Getting the job done for the Hawks. And Jamie, it's all about building depth for West Delaware right now for this weekend coming up.
It is. And, maybe, you saw some guys maybe sit out with some bumps and bruises. Maybe a very difficult day, if not tomorrow on Saturday.
Exactly right. Sadley Mowry right now has got a chicken wing on the right side of Carter Gall. He's going to take a big step, Jamie. He's got Carter Gall on his back. He's going to get near fall point. He might be looking for the fall here. He's going to readjust himself. He's going to have to kick his right leg back over the top of Carter Gall and tee out. got a half Nelson in. That's a good job there, Stavely. As he gets the ball 104. Moving on. Goes 21 ball.
And over here, 11-2 lead now for Evan Woods. As Woods with that 11-2 lead over Daniil Hall. That's the major decision. Now he's got a cradle locked up. Another takedown for Evan Woods. And he's got a cradle locked up. There's the fall in 4 minutes and 47 seconds.
There you go. Last match already, Jamie, at 132 on the map. Ryan Phillips, he's taking on Nick Hageman, the sophomore from Beckman Catholic. And we're going to get potentially dangerous as Phillips threw that chicken wing in and was looking for a far side half Nelson. And that got, it just got up a little bit past 90 degrees. So referee called that, which is exactly right. And that's okay with Ryan Phillips. He's got reloaded on the right side this time. He got chicken wing on the right. Let's see what he can do with it. As Hageman tries to get that outside. Now he's got double chicken wing in, Jamie. And textbook West Delaware right here, stacking the arms, blocking that double chicken wing, and he's got Hageman on his back. Could be a fall right here as Hageman trying to roll back and forth. Phillips is going to roll up on Hageman and tighten that chicken wing up. Get back now. We'll just throw that moment right there. And Coach Voss looking on. Coach Lynn's looking on. 54 seconds left. He's trying to tighten that double chicken wing up. Hageman's trying to roll out of it. And Phillips trying to get this done in a hurry for a fall in the first period. And we've got all kinds of referees around us, Jamie, with better eyes than you and I've got. There's the fall right there at 124. And Ron Phillips will go 2-0. Last fall, 124. So that'll do it. Jamie, that might be, we should add up all that time and see how long the Hawks were on the mat. That would be an interesting stat with the number of falls and how much time they spent on the mat there. Let's take a break. We'll try to get that done for you as the Hawks take 2 tonight over Mount Vernon and now over Beckman Catholic. Jamie will have his recap. Stay with us. You won't want to miss it, as always. Listen to Hold by Hold action. Eastern Iowa's Wrestling Leader, 694.7 KMCH.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Manchester, I'm looking out for what matters to you. Even when nothing's wrong, this is Tad Mormon, agent. Call me at 563-927-3586 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance, Tad Mormon Agent, 106 East Main Street, Manchester.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
This is Sarah from It's So Me Boutique in downtown Dyersville, inviting you to stop in, look around, and let us assist you in finding the perfect outfit for any occasion. We offer fashion-forward trends for women, including plus sizes, baby clothes, shoes, and fun accessories to complete any look. It's So Me Boutique in the heart of downtown Dyersville. And check out our Facebook page.
Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Hello, this is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence. We are proud to support local school programs. So if you are looking for a new Chevy, Buick, or certified used car or truck, or just want to stop and say hi, stop in. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence.
Clayton Drug supports all the area athletes and coaches on a successful season. Stop in and visit with one of their pharmacists today and be sure to check out their large selection of home decor and gift items. Clayton Drug in Strawberry Point, a local pharmacy you can trust.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
And welcome back in to Dyersville. West Delaware victorious tonight in both duels as they go 2-0 against Mount Vernon and Beckman as they defeat Mount Vernon 49-13, and Beckman by a final score of 69-12, as we are joined now by West Delaware head wrestling coach Jeff Voss. As Coach Voss, your team tonight came out. You knew there'd be some good matches in that Mount Vernon duel, but I tell you what, you guys came out and got out to a 13-0 lead, and then that first loss of the duel. What a match. You got top-ranked Paul Ryan, and anytime you wrestle one of Dave Ryan's boys from Mount Vernon, you know it's going to be a heck of a match, and a 3-2 loss by Wyatt Volker, but saw some really good things in that match from Wyatt Volker.
Oh, definitely. Wyatt's wrestled some pretty good guys here the last, in the last week, and I think it's just showing that he's not too far away from, beating that caliber of kid, and he's going to keep closing the gap on him every time he comes to practice. He wants to know what he can get better at, and he got better at some things tonight than, he wrestled Saturday against the number 1 ranked kid in Class 1A, and I thought he improved, and Ryan, he's definitely a competitor in every sport he's in, and, I thought Wyatt handled it real well.
And then another one, in that first duel, one thing Roger and I pointed out is you guys attacked really from whistle to whistle. And, there's so many times, I know it drives you nuts as a coach when you give up points late in a period, but your kids were going out there and getting those late points in the period. And even the first points of the period, I think you guys won the takedown total against Mount Vernon 20-7, and it was 20-2 going into that last match. And then, of course, you went up against a very good Ryan Clark there. But just being aggressive and getting the falls, 6 falls in that duel as well.
Yeah, and I think even in a couple matches we lost, if we would have been more aggressive, we could have possibly come out on top of those. So, it's we're going to get a lot of matches in the next 3 days, and we kind of moved our lineup around a little bit tonight here in the second duel, and by the end of the day on Saturday, these guys, some of them could have been wrestling their 8th match. So it was good to get some new faces in there because some of them guys are going to be wrestling Friday and Saturday, and I wanted to get their feet wet a little bit tonight before we get into the Battle of Waterloo.
Well, that second duel, you guys defeated Beckman. A very quick duel, just 21 minutes in that second duel as you guys picked up 12 wins, got 11 falls in those matches, lost 2 matches, both of those by fall, but you win the dual meet 69-12. Again, aggressive effort, and even in some of those matches, the scoreboard might not show it. There were some good kids on that Beckman team that your kids came out and beat.
Yeah, and Beckman's got a young team, but those kids are going to get better as they keep wrestling and stick with it. And I think the mindset that we're trying to get our guys to take is no matter who you're wrestling, you should be aggressive and relentless out there. And it's early in the season, but I think we're starting to do that, and they keep that attitude, and it's not going to really matter who they wrestle. If they just go out and wrestle hard, we'll be happy with the outcome.
Well, you mentioned tomorrow and Saturday, 6 dual meets in the next 2 days is the Battle of Waterloo. You guys got the afternoon session for tomorrow, wrestling at 4, 6, and 8. As, of course, you guys open with Wapsie Valley in that first duel. And then, of course, a good bracket for you guys as well, as winner of that one will take on the winner of Linn-Mar and Lake Mills, and then on the bottom side is Davenport Assumption, Clear Lake, Pleasant Valley, and Ankeny as a very good bracket. And then depending on how you finish tomorrow will determine where you're at Saturday. But always a very tough tournament, and a good way, really, last tournament to finish out your before Christmas break.
Yeah, the Battle of Waterloo, when they set it up, I don't know how many years ago it's been going. It's been going 8 years. Every 2 years they reevaluate the tournament, and they don't invite some people back. And each time they bring in new teams, it's somebody that's pretty tough. And, right now, I think there's, 12, 16, 14 teams that are all really solid teams. And, you look at our bracket in the semifinals, we could possibly wrestle a team that took 3rd in the Class 1A state duels. And they got 6 ranked kids, and I think they're seeded 15th in the bracket in the tournament. So it's first round. Wapsie Valley's got some open weights, but they got a couple really good kids, and whether we wrestle them guys or not, I don't know. I got to kind of look at what the matchups could be later on, but I tell you, you get in the semifinals in any of those brackets, you're going to wrestle somebody really good.
All right, Coach Voss, I appreciate you joining us here tonight, and best of luck to you guys tomorrow and Saturday at the Battle of Waterloo.
Yeah, make sure you wear 2 pairs of socks tomorrow, Jamie. You know, we're wrestling on a ice rink.
That's right. So, you got to be prepared.
Yeah, it's going to be cold. You know, I got my skill boots ready, so we'll see you down there.
This is West Delaware head wrestling coach Jeff Voss. I can't wait. I look forward to the opportunity to talk to him Saturday morning on the Coach's Corner. But Roger, a couple good wins for the Hawks here tonight is against Mount Vernon. They defeated the Mustangs 49-13, and then against Beckman 69-12, the final score.
Well, Jamie, I was just going to interrupt in there. As well as as hot as the Hawks are wrestling right now, they're going to melt the ice. So it's going to be. You might have to you got to take your boots because the water, the ice is going to melt, and you're going to be in water instead of ice. Anyway, yes, outstanding night of wrestling, and you know, they put together you know, a tough. They came out against a really good Mount Vernon team, and really put the pedal to the metal there, and did a great job. And then you come back against an undermanned Dyersville Beckman team, and you do exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and that's pin people. And I think with 11 falls tonight, they spent a total of 11 falls tonight. They spent a total of 17 minutes on the mat picking up those 11 falls. So that's an outstanding job. 17 minutes and 42 seconds on the mat picking up those 11 falls. So they made short night of it. And, you know, that's what you want to do in here. You come in and flex your muscles a little bit, do what you're supposed to do, and get out of here with a couple of wins. And your goal to win the Womack East, you're still on top right now, and you're doing a lot of things well.
Absolutely. As we did not get a chance to recap the West Delaware and Beckman duel, we will do that here real quick. As we'll do that again here real quick. We started at 138 pounds. Jaden Payton of West Delaware with a 2-minute, 33-second fall over Mason Riker. At 145, it was Grant Hager with a 1-minute, 47-second fall over Daniel Woods of West Delaware. 152, Mitchell Mangold, 51-second fall over Ty Fangman of Beckman. At 160 was Jared Voss with a 39-second fall over Cole Domeyer. At 170, Wyatt Volker with a 2-minute, 58-second fall over Owen Hunegard. At 182, it was Jack Newhouse with a 28-second fall over Will Lemke. 195, it was Owen Grover with a fall in 1 minute, 9 seconds over Kieran Monahan. At 220, Cody Wenger with a 56-second fall over Jason Copeman. At heavyweight, it was Carson Petlin, a 4-0 win over Bennett English. At 106, Blake Engel with a 26-second fall over Nick Schmidt. 113, Luke Farmer, a fall in 103 over Levi Feldman. At 120, Evan Woods with a 4-minute, 47-second fall over Daniil Wall. At 126, Dave Lee Mowry with a 1-minute, 4-second fall over Carter Gall. And 132, it was Ryan Phillips with a 1-minute, 24-second fall over Nick Hageman, making the final team score 69-12. As the Hawks with 16 takedowns in that duel meet Beckman with 1. West Delaware with 11 falls, Beckman with 2, and West Delaware had 12 wins, Beckman with 2, in a dual meet that lasted 21 minutes here tonight. As the Hawks get ready, they will return to action, as we mentioned with Coach Voss, tomorrow at 4 o'clock, as they will take on Wapsie Valley in Bracket C, the Bunning Love bracket at the Battle of Waterloo. Winner of that one will take on Linmar and Lake Mills. Bottom side of the bracket is Assumption, Davenport, Clear Lake, Pleasant Valley, and Ankeny. Also tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m., we'll have 2 area schools wrestling, as Independence, the number 4 seed, will take on New Hampton Turkey Valley at 9 a.m., and the winner of that one will take on the winner of Don Bosco and Waterloo East. Bottom side of the bracket, Cedar Falls, Cedar Rapids Prairie, Nashua Plainfield, and Osage. And, of course, Bracket B is where Western Dubuque is the number 3 seed. They will take on Iowa City City High in the first duel. Winner of that one takes on Charles City or Lisbon. And the top side of that bracket is top seed Waverly Shellrock, Waterloo Columbus, Crestwood, and Union. So a very busy day, a couple days from Young Arena in Waterloo. Tomorrow, of course, we will have updates from Waterloo tomorrow, and then Saturday we will have, if any of our area schools are wrestling in the morning session, we'll have the 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock duels live, of course, as well as the 4, 6, and 8 o'clock duels live on Saturday. Anything from you?
It's busy, Jamie. We'd rather. That's the only way we'd rather have it right now. And you know what that means is we've got some really good area teams that are wrestling, and that's always a good thing.
Absolutely. Well, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Want to thank the sponsors of high school wrestling here on KMCH. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible. So we encourage you, especially here in this holiday season, to please shop locally. I want to thank Janelle Tucker, in-studio producer, running the board for us this evening. And most of all, thank you, the listener. So for my partner, Roger Reed, this is Jamie Vaskey saying good night from Dyersville, Iowa, where once again the final, Beckman fell and goes 0-2 as they lost to Mount Vernon 51-27. West Delaware went 2-0 as they defeated Mount Vernon 49-13 and Beckman 69-12. You've been listening to High School Wrestling on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.